take it away.
Okay. It is October 8th, early in the morning.
What?
Yep. Last night was your night meeting with the Mutoid Coalition, who had taken over the secondary location of formerly Big Marco's Pizzerias. Results of the meeting were favorable for your group. You convinced them to disperse from the pizzeria, fulfilling the request of the Metro Yankees, who were uncomfortable with that dead zone right at the border of their territory. And as a result, the Metro Yankees have pledged their participation in the grand support rally parade for Rufus Wise this morning at 10 a.m. The last poll results, dated October 5th, as a recap, has incumbent Mayor Stephen Manderly at 50%, the Social Democratic Oscar Llewellyn at 26%, and the Founding Freedom Rufus Wise at 24%. Relative newcomer who has been ascending at a dramatic rate, while the others have either stagnated or declined. So the projections are looking favorable for Gug, provided he can maintain a variety of tactics and keep up the pressure moving forward. And this parade will be one of the more dramatic incidents, perhaps. Or it will be completely uneventful and just simply bump up your points.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to plateau at some point
Yeah.
before the release of sensitive information.
So your campaign team is benefiting as well from the revenue of the hats, and as such, the past couple of days have only asked for small or have not asked for direct payments.
Okay.
Hat sales, you get an update from Jim Fixum that you've gone through 48% of your hat inventory, your initial order.
Pretty good, like a couple days.
So, yep.
And tomorrow we're going to sell boatloads.
Yep.
10% off.
He won't be asking for any money today. And as far as who's participating in the parade, you've got a healthy contingent of Metro Yankees. There's going to be about 90 of them there. The campaign, a lot of your little campaign interns and workers will be there incognito as just, Joe and Jane Citizen, who's just rallying for you.
Well, we need some people selling hats.
Yeah, there will be 2 stands.
Okay.
And they've also generated as much buzz as possible to get the hat discount for showing up and participating in the parade. The only opportunity thus far to get those discounts. So.
And we got the effigy all set up.
Yes, that has been. I forgot who made that for you.
I don't know. Jim Fixon was taking care of it.
Yeah, and he just asked for money for it to be high quality. So
yeah.
Yep, you have a effigy of Stephen Manderly
in a prison suit, in a jumpsuit.
Correct. And he has like a mean-looking face, like he's kind of like growling at those outside of the cage. That's his expression.
We should provide fruit for people to throw at it.
Okay.
Fresh fruit or old fruit?
Well, old is probably cheaper and better.
Yep.
Free.
Golk asked for $200 to make a grocery store run to go get a bunch
of old fruit.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Done.
Because he's taking off. He's been cooking pizzas all night for the after party, so he needs a little break out of that hot kitchen. So
is the pizza house have old vegetables that we could use?
Well, it'll have some, but probably not.
You want
quantities.
some to splat?
Yeah.
Cold vegetable. What's splat about that?
Old.
Oh, old. I think fruit is better than vegetable.
And Gulp would be. He doesn't want to have a reputation for running that kind of operation where he's just dealing with stale, sad vegetables.
What vegetable would you pick?
Green peppers.
I think those go.
Tomatoes.
That's a fruit.
Jesus. Well,
a pizza place,
The old misconception.
a pizza place would have tomatoes.
Yeah.
I'm just listing things that
You're right.
like that.
That's true. I think we got it. We got to
Yeah,
have
pineapple.
that.
Fucking pineapple.
He's doing a shopping run and $200. It'll be worth the press.
Yep. Most expensive thing with this parade was getting the authorization permit so that you can have a long enough marching route through the streets that get cordoned off. But the hat sales did cover that.
Good.
But Jim Fixham insists that if it seems unusual in a few days, if he's asking for more money, he'll claim that a lot of it went for the permit. So.
Of course.
Yeah. And his various drug addictions and
Yeah.
paying some of the interns for sexual favors and all that. So
As long as we win.
he's a real crooked arrow.
Yeah. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So will all three of you be participating in the parade?
I'll drive the float or whatever.
You want to drive the one that has the effigy on the back? Okay.
Yeah, I'll wear a cap and a.
We don't have
my
any.
identity.
Okay.
We don't have any during parade tasks to do we?
There's some big security concerns here. I'd be just an open target.
If you're just riding.
I need like a Pope mobile.
Yeah.
I got some like.
Automobile set.
You actually probably could have bought
Do you need
like
to be
one
seen?
from like earlier in the century.
I
Like
don't know if we could get one by like in 2 hours.
yeah, that would be to pay for premium shipping.
I mean, gotta
Well, who wants you dead?
probably
Manderly?
I mean,
I'm
soon.
parading an effigy of him in a prison jumpsuit down the street.
You probably Manderly interest.
Yeah. What would Trump do?
He wouldn't be there.
He'd only appear for the speech.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
I should just be at the pizzeria at the
Pizzeria.
end.
Yeah.
Which is a much more secure
Yeah,
location.
big finale. Okay.
Okay. What about T-Rock?
I'm trying to decide.
Yeah.
So the mutanoids are.
They've been told not to appear
they're not
at
involved
these,
in the
at
parade.
these rallies,
Well,
but to focus on other
And the
candidates.
Yankees just
Mandarin
want them
friendly.
gone for now, which they are.
Don't worry about the mutoids.
Trying to think if anything to take care of.
J-Rock just goes so it's killing
I guess
you.
I'll just.
You're just
be-
working additional security alongside the Yankees.
That's what I'll do.
You're like the first responder.
Okay.
And if you knock out any protesters, I'll pay all your legal fees.
Or even better, find some really crooked attorney to represent them.
Yeah.
Nothing but the most crooked thing.
Yeah. Okay. Parade begins. You guys have a combined turnout of about 250. So it's definitely a respectable number.
Are there any news crews there?
Yes.
Good. That's the most important.
Yep. Anytime there's something organized to this extent, there's enough agencies under the Horizon umbrella that they, have to have some representation here. So there are news crews on the scene, and you immediately notice as the parade fires up, there's momentum gaining around people gawking at the effigy in particular. So at first, there's a bit of a confusion from the sidelines as far as what it's depicting, who it is, but it's starting to resonate pretty quickly.
T-Rock better throw that first piece of rotten fruit. Get it started.
Yep. Okay. Let's get an assess from both of you.
Yes. At least 11.
Okay.
9.
Oh wait, I lied. That's like 13.
Okay.
Fuck, John.
Okay. this is your opportunity if you have any questions to ask, because you both have plenty of time to look for things as you proceed.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of my 3 holes.
Okay.
What do I notice despite an effort to conceal?
Okay. You see, you're in the driver's seat, and you know you've got the immediate space in front of your vehicle. Of course, is clear. Like you don't have people walking like inches in front of your car. You notice about half a block up that a sewer grate just recently settled. Like it was like something was underneath it.
Pull my com.
You might have a situation.
Say, something funky going on with that sewer grate down the road.
Thomas, did you get a 9? So you just save that for now, because I think we'll kind of resolve these one at a time.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Someone wanna? Oh shit! I don't know how much time we got. Somebody gotta jump down there.
You don't want to stop?
Yeah.
Can't stop the parade.
Send a Yankee down there or something. I don't know. Anyhow.
So you're gonna send some Yankees down there.
That's my hope. That's my request.
Okay. Who did you contact?
Thomas.
Okay, so you tell Thomas to send some Yankees down. Okay.
We can't stop the parade, T-Rock. But something.
Say, what was it? What did you see?
I think somebody might be down in that sewer grate. I don't know. I've never really done this sort of shit. But
was it a mutoid?
what is it with you and the mutoids,
Well,
man?
I mean, it's a sewer, so.
Abomination.
They were supposed to be down there.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Not yet.
I was thinking
That's
maybe,
my plan.
maybe like a bomb or like some. I mean, even mutoids. Either one, bad news.
All right.
I'm gonna
Check
keep
it out.
driving. I don't think we got too much time. But
What kind of beer we got today, Phil?
cabin fever. Would you like some?
I'll join the fever.
I mean, in the end, if the parade gets bombed, that
It's a win.
should be a win for me.
Thank you.
Well, not for me.
Well, they know about you, Phil.
What's my best way?
The appeal of the window is too strong today.
You must see something out there.
Are you gonna use another question, Phil?
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
I might as well.
Use a lifeline.
What is my best way past this sewer grate?
Is that? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Well, unfortunately, your options are limited. There are people alongside, both the left and right. If you wanted your undercarriage to like go completely around it, you would have to definitely, take it extra slow and disrupt the course of the parade for a bit. And it might draw some questions as far as why the parade vehicle is making this maneuver. But there is just enough room for you to go completely around it if you want.
Sure. I think I'll hold on to my other one if I can.
You are able to do that.
Okay. Can I just keep mine?
So you're not going to do that course of action.
No, I'll try to make it so that like I'm still in the path of the road, but like maybe the passenger side is over the sewer
Okay,
grate.
so you just adjust.
Just like
Okay.
like
Sure.
I'm paranoid, but I'm not.
All right.
Want to tell Yankee Doodle? Like,
Okay. There's one just like kind of walking next to you. He's got his bat on his shoulder, just like.
just got word that some suspicious activity in the sewers. Maybe we should check it out.
You going with me?
Don't do it, Phil.
Sure.
He's so peaceful.
This alarm.
Aren't you allergic?
Yes.
He
Seeks danger.
He seeks the gift. He wants it.
While you're over there, take him as carrots.
He doesn't even look like he's been molested at all. He's fine.
Okay. He says,
he's so preoccupied.
well, we're gonna need to hurry to beat the truck there.
Brakes against the truck.
Let's move quickly.
Okay.
Is it your truck?
I don't know whose truck it is. Probably.
Yeah, because you're driving the big.
Oh, you're trying to.
Oh,
block
is it the
sewer
van?
grate.
No, it's they've rented a vehicle.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, it is my
mounting the effigy on top of the van roof isn't ideal.
truck. Okay.
So, okay. Okay, when you get over to the sewer grate, you gotta move there quickly, and it's gonna take strength for the two of you to lift it up out of the way. So let's get a meet. Meet.
A lot of meat.
A lot of meat.
A lot of meat there. That
Oh.
Okay, you move very quickly, so that the truck that's like cruising at like maybe 3 miles an hour, it's still a ways off when the two of you lift up the grate. And as you do so, right below the sewer grate, you see like this dumbstruck mutoid who's holding like plastic explosive in his hand. And the Yankee kind of makes like a dropping motion to you with his head, with like the sewer grate.
What does that mean?
Just try and drop it down, like, because you've got it turned on its side, so
Oh, okay.
he thinks that you guys could just drop it onto his head.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, just roll a d6.
2.
Okay, it does not get stuck perfectly flush with the walls, and it slams into the mutoid's head, and he falls into the darkness of the sewers below. And it does not present a hazard for you to drive over either. You can just kind of go right over the middle of it, and your tire won't get stuck in there. So that's.
Well, crisis averted.
He says that must not have been one of the mutoids who you parlayed with yesterday.
Better not have been.
You didn't. I'll say this: you didn't recognize him. So it looked like some unrelated mutoid who. Yeah, it might be Manderley's mutoids.
The road.
Yep. Okay. All right. So parade goes on peacefully. More and more.
When this is done, we'll try them for war crimes and stuff.
Yeah. You'll bring that mutoid to court.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Present Exhibit A, and then brings a plastic explosive to the court. And the lawyer will just be like, "Ooh, I might activate it." Okay, so the numbers are swelling. You're about halfway done through the parade, and you've got 600 people that are either marching or closely observing the parade. You both have one assess question in reserve, and now because I think you've asked 2, Phil.
Yes, I have.
All right. There's a lot of people, and it looks like the Metro Yankees are starting to have a little bit of trouble keeping tabs on everything.
What potential complication do I need to be wary of?
They're never good.
Yeah, it's basically just
Saying.
Just
is there
give me something to do.
It introduces
a
chaos.
complication?
Yeah.
Give me a complication.
Okay.
At least I didn't say biggest threat. That's the worst.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Complications are better than threat.
Yeah.
You see, cutting off the path ahead, there is a private large semi that seems to be parked directly along the path of the street, and a corporate truck. It's an Aries truck, and yeah, it's gonna block the whole route of the parade, and it's gonna force you guys to either reroute or just you'll have to like stop the parade and then have a long kind of roundabout way to go to the pizzeria. And you see there's a truck, there's like a driver who's like fiddling with one of the tires up ahead.
I'll try to get over there ahead of the crowd.
What is your problem?
Okay.
What are you? God damn it.
Okay. Yeah. You see him. He's like, he looks a little flustered, and he's just shaking his head.
So what is this? You got a missing a tire or something?
Yeah, these rigs, they only take special tires, so can't move it until it gets here on order.
There must be a way to patch it up or something. Let me look.
He just kind of folds his arms.
How big is the truck?
It's like a full freight truck. It's like it's blocking the intersection so that the whole parade is going to be crippled or unable to move
On the
through.
radio, Phil, and say, do you have anything that can pull a truck?
Pull the truck?
Go get your car.
Yeah, like if I hook it up, get some chains.
Hooked.
I
Can you pull this
mean,
thing?
I've only got my one car in this truck that we rented out, but so I'm gonna have to say no unless we can hook it up to this and drop the effigy.
If you drop the effigy, you drop
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
Find
gonna,
an alternative solution,
I'm gonna
Phil.
use my last hold.
Okay.
Where can I gain the most advantage?
That's pretty vague.
It's like from right where you're sitting, the seat of the automobile.
Where is the
It's basically just like, hey, DM, solve my problem.
Yeah, I know. It's tricky.
I don't have any ideas. How about
Tell me the
How about you,
answer.
DM?
Yeah.
You
You got any solutions?
It's like looking in the answer key.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and you're kind of observing the situation from your vehicle.
Yes.
Well, you've discovered the best side street route from your knowledge of the city roads that will minimize the delay if you have to go around.
Right, we'll be driving.
Yeah.
Okay, I radio. If we can't move that truck, I mean, I know a pretty decent route we can go to shortcut around it. Won't be the best, but it'll save some time. We have a little unscheduled deviation.
Yeah, the truck guy is just.
Which you say we want around?
I mean, we can if you can't move that truck. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Think you can convince him? Sounds like some shenanigans.
Seems inconsolable.
Well, you haven't tried much.
I mean,
There's nothing I can possibly do.
I
to
mean,
get
there's
this driver
threat
to
of
move.
violence. There's actual violence.
If
Yeah.
There's
if
money.
you can't move it, you can't move it.
Do you believe this man?
I mean, it has an engine.
All right, let me see what I can do.
I mean, I know you had that brain injury,
He did.
but you could.
Yeah, the mind is.
we need
It's
the,
weak.
for just today. We need the old
Russian.
T-Rock back to deal with this truck driver.
Oh God.
Yeah, we
The
don't
cop
I
killing.
say-
Yeah, you old T-Rock, you need strong Doug, not weak Doug.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
understood. And I hang up and
Phil
I pull
is
out my
falling
shotgun.
apart because we're not the same.
Let me see. So you say if you try driving this truck,
Well,
it
I'm
would
sure.
move?
Well, I mean, of course it would move, but Aries have my ass for like dragging the undercarriage or on the road for that stretch of distance. It's definitely gonna fuck up the truck a bit.
That'd be a shame.
Yep.
How much does how much did it pay you?
He says, well, you know, I'm a corporate truck driver, so it's not fantastic. Probably make about $4,000 in a month.
So what if I said you could make another 1,000 just to do this, and say you didn't notice something was wrong until over there?
A little fast talk.
Fast talk.
Bullets are a lot faster.
10?
Is that
Nice. Took that style bonus.
Took that style.
He says, you know what? I think it'll work out. He says, you got the money?
Of course.
Okay.
I live in the credit stick.
He looks at it, so says, you know what? I'll use my emergency patch, and he like just pulls this little thing out of his pocket, puts it on the tire, and he moves the truck out of the way.
Alright. It's just...
Well, you've personally sacrificed for the sake of the campaign and the parade. So, I mean, just consider that 1,000 that otherwise would have went to Jim Fixum. Anyway, for truck moving expenses. So yeah.
This actually had a use.
Yeah. Not just that whirlwind of money and drugs.
Yeah.
The campaign offices. Like, let me look at our files here, and he just emptied cabinets. We're not used to many audits around here. Strange on this time. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll just say, Thomas, in a meta sense, it is very good you did not go the side way. So, you are 3/4 of the way through the parade.
Nice job, T-Rock.
Yeah.
That's the person
Yeah.
I know.
And you now are just under 1,000 people following along with this parade. There's chants that are beginning of Rufus Wise. Who's the wisest? Rufus Wise. And down with Manderley. He's a crook. He's a crook. Yeah. So there's some powerful chants going on. And the last thing, no assessments are needed. You see there's about a dozen mutoids, like in hooded sweatshirts and sweatpants that have like hastily drawn pro Rufus Wise, and they're marching with the parade. Right? The man for the mutoids, and the news cruisers. Oh, what's going on over there?
They have signs for Rufus Wise.
Yeah.
No, it's the opposite of what we told them.
Again, these aren't mutoids that you immediately
Oh,
recognize.
okay.
So.
Gotta suppress them.
Talking
Kill
about
Yankees, let's go show them.
Yeah.
We don't
that
want their
mutoids
support.
are not welcome in Rufus Wise's campaign.
Okay, so you're gonna use brute force to muscle them out of the parade.
That's a bad joke. No, not for Rufus Wise. He has an anti-mutoid campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, there better be some chrome domes in there.
I mean, I won't condone what you've done.
Yeah.
Not
I'll
public.
pay you legal
Not,
fees.
yeah. But I won't
But
also.
you'll pay our legal fees.
I won't condemn it either.
No, definitely not
Will
condemnation.
you pay our legal fees?
Possibly.
Let's see if there are.
I'll say that I'll pay your legal fees.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got.
Say, there was some passionate people on both
Both
sides.
sides.
Yeah,
Both sides.
I might just take out some chains and hooks. Start whipping them.
Okay. Just give me a meat roll. Add an additional 2 from your gang.
Those chains.
So it'd be really hard to blink on this.
What?
Okay. You bruise and batter a few of the braver and more resilient ones, and the rest scatter. Oh God, no!
Mutoid kind.
Yeah,
Not
so
welcome.
they flee into dark alleys, and there's just very minimal footage of them. It's even it'll probably be contestable whether or not there were any mutoids at the rally with how scant the footage was. So you quickly minimize the problem. All right, and with that,
chains and hooks.
the parade arrives in victory at the pizzeria. The vast majority of the parade goers are still lingering around, including some hungry-looking Yankees who are some of the first to head inside to the restaurant. And Golk's got basically these big plastic extendable tables outside of the restaurant that's just full of a bunch of fruit, and he says, "What do we think of this crook over here? Let's show him that we mean business." And he starts riling up the people. He says, "Take your shot on the house. Hats at 10% off." And people start just chucking the fruit. There's like a lot of cameras zooming in, getting the slow-mo shots of the fruit chucking.
I roll up my windows.
Oh yeah, making sure that you don't get pelted. Get the guy in the drive-thru! Yeah. Okay. So, Golk's gonna have a good day of business, and the parade goes off without a hitch.
Nice.
So there will be new poll numbers later today that probably be greatly boosted.
Well done, gentlemen.
Send a group message. You two.
Group message.
Group message. Mission accomplished. The eagle has landed.
The mutoids have that.
Not all.
Alright, they're living in our homes.
The SWAT raid will commence.
Living in our
So you'll have to get some SWAT gear for us.
We're gonna be the SWAT.
I want to do a SWAT raid against Mutoid. That sounds cool.
You know, with sufficient armor and proper preparation, you have no fear. That
Yeah,
anything's
exactly.
I'll have to go Billy Balls for this one. Because they're gonna recognize
Wait,
T-Rock.
who is Billy?
We're gonna be in
Oh,
like
that's your
face
alien
masks
my
and stuff.
alter ego
Yeah.
for petty anonymous crimes.
We're gonna have face masks on and
Alright.
all sorts of stuff. No one's gonna recognize anybody.
Okay,
It's
well,
gonna be your own apartment that you.
we gotta make a bulk order.
We're gonna
then
bring a
for-
few Yankees with us.
Yep.
Alright.
Do you think we can rent?
Could we actually just alert SWAT and would they just actually do it for us?
Gug needs a release.
Yeah. He's been weak for too. He's been pushing too many pencils.
I need to put a few rounds
Yeah.
into some Mutoid.
Dylan would win the arm wrestling with
Yeah.
him.
So this is the way to do it.
Are you guys
Personal.
Are you guys actually gonna like pretend that you're the police and like wear the
SWAT in there.
yeah?
Yeah.
Or, nice.
It's gonna be a full SWAT raid.
Okay. You're gonna need uniforms.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta get uniforms and
You're gonna need to take a new loan for that stuff.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
T-Rock.
expensive, I think. Well, how many uniforms do we talk about?
Yeah.
We talk about a small crew.
let's say 6.
Do you think you're
So 3 of you plus 3 of the best Yankees.
Yankees.
Okay.
Who is your Taylor contact? Unicycle Jones. Maybe we should get in contact and see what he can do for us. I don't know if he handles these kinds of. Cause I don't think we'll want this SWAT here forever.
Did you get his firefighter costume?
He did, but like,
Oh yeah.
are we ever gonna use? Wait, do
Wait.
we sell those costumes?
What did we use those for?
I think so,
We
yeah.
use those to
When
break
were we
into that
to
get
in
the
Manhattan.
One of us. You were the firefighter.
Yeah, we were medics.
Mhm.
Do you remember your alias name, Phil? Or are you just Will Bang in general?
You know, my street name.
Or like what is the name on your ID?
Oh.
If you have to present an
shit.
ID.
That's a really good question. If I had to present an ID, like a fake ID,
Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure you have one.
okay.
I'm just asking for the record. Because I know what Gug's ID says. It says Rufus Wise.
That's right.
It's all perfectly.
Isn't that his actual name?
It is.
Real legit.
But he's been going as Gug for like the past like 9 years or so.
Yeah.
So that yeah.
Yeah.
Probably something lame like
Yeah.
Robert Bowler.
Okay. Thank you. Writing it down.
His true name.
Robert Boulder. Okay. Who is going to get the ride here? Let's go to that. Oh, and you get poll newsflash for the polls. Rufus went up 4%. Manderley went down 3%. Oscar Llewellyn went down 1%. So now, as it stands, for the first time, Rufus Wise is the second most popular candidate. You got Manderley at 47, Rufus at 28. Oscar Llewellyn is now at 25%, getting buried.
Don't
You
forget,
helped pay for
Yeah.
that.
those numbers might be even higher.
Why?
People won't be afraid to admit that they're voting for you.
After
That's true.
when they see the raid footage.
Yep.
At the end of the raid, you're like, now this could be anybody. It doesn't have to be mutoids. Maybe if you don't vote for me. all right. Well, we'll see how you spin the raid, but
That depends if it's publicly acceptable to be anti-mutoid.
I don't think there will be footage of us inside because we're gonna be shooting like mutoid babies and stuff.
yeah, there's gonna be non-kosher
Yeah.
raid
But
protocol.
there'll be footage of us going in and they'll hear gunshots and yelling.
Maybe
and
even
stuff.
like the little breach, like where you see like the door slam and then
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it cuts to you guys.
There's a lot
and
of
you're
like smoke and fog and
I
stuff.
think we at least need to confirm that they've done their Manderling.
Well,
We'll
you're
hear
not
about
going.
that.
You're not going live today.
No,
Alright,
it's like a week or so.
Alright, I'll call Unicycle and say,
Who's unicycle?
Yeah,
Unicycle Jones.
That was just Taylor.
That's
That's all.
Taylor.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I
right.
don't think he does call us, does he?
You're right.
He doesn't have a phone.
He only does deals in person.
I'm just gonna Google. Can I Google like a uniform store?
You're not
SWAT
gonna go with
uniform.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, they have uniform stores.
I'll call them.
Okay.
Just like I don't have time for unicycle fucking Jones. Have we got our suits yet?
Motherfucker, let me be
Our
honest.
custom. Remember our custom tailored suits?
There's
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be like have good suits for that.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it's-
they're arriving either today or tomorrow. Well, the nation's leading costume store or uniform store is called OFEC. Outfit for every occasion. And you see that they have they do have SWAT gear, which apparently looks like from the user reviews, some of like small rural like police outfits that are actually large enough to use SWAT actually use this to get their stuff. So looks like it has a few government contracts, so pretty legitimate. It does have a asterisk disclaimer that you're responsible for like the emblem for the city police department. Like obviously they don't make those, but as far as having the suit look authentic and provide protection, that is what you can get from here. So okay, for 6 of them. These include these do not include the smoke grenades and all that other fun stuff that you need to
Find some
Those
guy
extra.
on the river.
Black Panther was the 5th highest grossing film this weekend. So 2 movies with the same character in it were in the top 5 for the weekend. I don't think that's ever happened before.
It's gonna happen again when Deadpool comes out. Oh, it's not the same character, but it's the same actor.
Wait, is Deadpool coming out like in the next couple weeks?
It's coming out, yeah.
Pretty soon.
I've already bought the
That's
tickets.
incredible.
Yep.
Okay,
So much Marvel.
it's a nice, beautiful thing.
Good stuff.
Okay, for 6 suits, you get a discounted rate of 14 grand. But this will provide you substantial protection.
Alright. Does that include armor, did you say?
It's like steel reinforced boots, the padded legging, the whole like body armor suit for the chest and arms, and then the helmet. If you want to get riot shields with each one, that's an additional grand for each shield.
See how much money I have.
Okay.
Gotta do the calculations here.
I mean,
I
you
have
have
a
so
lot.
much money. You
Why
should
I
have.
so much.
How much money do you have? You should have like 50,000 or something. At least.
I've been spending. I've been smoking a lot of black dust.
Yeah, with at the campaign parties, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I think I probably do.
What do you mean probably? You do or you don't?
Oh man.
Or is this all is that all additions and subtractions on the top left of your sheet there?
Yep. Okay, so
That's how
I'm
I
at
do it.
60,000
Wow.
before this purchase.
I mean, I am like
So
200.
let's get some shields. I might just
I am
use
like a
those for other
fucking
Sure,
things.
shields are cool.
Let's get 6
Open the
riot
hole.
shields, so 20,000.
I don't want to have to try and explain a bullet.
Wow, this is-
Do we have 6 guns to bring?
I got
We're
guns.
gonna
I
play.
think so.
Are you sure you didn't have 6,000?
No.
Oh yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah.
Why do I have? Oh shit! I have like 7,000. Oh, I
I
see.
have 14,000.
Ah, I thought this
I
said
gained-
78,000. It's only like
Yeah, I don't think
7,000.
Thomas should have 60.
No.
That
I
seems
had-
a little high.
I had plus 35,000, plus 6,000, plus 20,000.
But those are only the pluses. Where's all of your expenditures?
Aren't you
Minus
spending?
3, minus 5, minus 1, minus 1. I didn't buy anything huge.
Yeah, I just remembered. I had pocket change last
possible.
session. I made some money from a job, but that was
Alright.
it.
Were those like the loans?
Where did the 35 come from? That seems big.
I mean, I dropped 35 to both of you from
Oh.
the last loan, I think.
Maybe that's what it was.
Oh.
Then where's the 20?
Well, there's
20 was
been
like the
there's
first
2 loans, yeah.
Yeah.
And you also sold a car.
I think that was earlier.
You sold all your guns.
I
Oh, sold the guns. That might have been the 20.
I sold that car
20,000
decades ago.
I remember. I
guns?
thought I got a lot.
That's crazy.
It might have been the 6, but I thought it was the 20.
Oh, you have a fuck ton of money. You should be paying for everything.
How much
He
money
is
do you
paying
have?
for everything. I'm 14.
Right, Thomas. I'm not going to say you were at 60. We'll call it even, and say you're at 45 before this, and then you do that. You can do this purchase, and then just just clear the accounts and put that as your money. After
25 left.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
That way, you're not even trying to factor in that horrible abstract system that you have going. Those floating additions.
I need to
and
write
stuff.
down which one
Yeah.
each one
Yeah,
is.
you gotta
It's like
Yeah.
I picture
Itemized
I
stuff.
picture it like a stock tracker. It's just all these numbers scrolling by, and it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So those will arrive in 3 days.
Good.
Yep. And your suits are ready this afternoon. Your nice new tailored suits.
Right up.
Okay.
So the parade was a
Close
success.
day.
Also, there is a Golk sends you. Well, Gug, you were hanging out at Golk or at the pizzeria for the after party, shaking hands and smiling.
yeah.
Okay. You and Golk both notice on the television that tonight at 5, Stephen Manderley offers his take on new candidate Rufus Wise.
We're gonna hear about this.
Yeah. So you'll wanna be in front of a screen for that.
Sure, I will.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody doing anything till 5?
Till the broadcast.
I want to go online and check my place in the brain.
Yes, you are 3rd in line. So you're steadily advancing.
Count the days till
I can get my new brain.
3 more brains will be available.
If I only you're codename Scarecrow because you don't have a brain. Okay. All right. Well, Stephen Manderley he's got like one of these like nice interviews where he's in the station and he's definitely had his hair and makeup done and he just has this very good politician's voice.
Corporate stooge.
Oh yeah, he is. He absolutely is. And he says, "Who is this Rufus Wise guy? What do we really know about him?" He says, "For me, it's important to have long-standing established links to the community. I mean, this Rufus guy. I mean, I don't even know. I wouldn't share a debate stage with him. I mean, you don't know what's going to come out of his mouth. He said all these crazy things." He solicited a prostitute and then murdered her. I don't know how he's escaped criminal charges for that. And, he also says, he's hanging around that pizzeria, which, up until a few weeks ago was a known. I can't disclose too much, but it had gang-related ties, and so I just, he of course, I won't disagree with everything he says. I think there are some elements that are appealing with our good citizens, but to me, he's just too much of a question mark. And he turns to the camera and he says, how much do we really know about Rufus Wise? And then he says, with me, you know exactly what you'll get: another term of excellent public service and growth and stability, and walking hand in hand with our fine corporations. And that ends the interview. So
I'll send out a tweet immediately.
in like mostly caps.
Yeah. Corporate stooge talking about having a link with the community, but all he cares about is he's gonna start raping. That's probably not good.
What?
Like raping the community. It might be going a little too far.
Yeah, that probably would.
But
Ripping
the community off.
Yeah.
Sad. Make
Yeah.
sure you include sad at the end.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Good. Sent out a meme of him like kissing a mutilated.
We have to find the prostitute that he hooked up with.
He looked at the prostitute.
Yeah,
You did.
because we have the photos of it. we need to put her under our protection.
Like a Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, we need to put her under our protection, and then once we release the photos, she can corroborate the story. So, that's your next objective.
Where's Granny these days?
Granny shoes?
She's got a busted hip or something.
Oh, yeah.
She's in the... I'm not...
What happened to
You
her?
guys aren't going anywhere.
You shot her.
Grab
Oh,
nothing.
yeah, he put her in an old person home, didn't he?
She's recovering in a
She
hospital.
was like, I'm doing fine. She's like, you better stay here. I'll sleep for you.
Don't you move a muscle.
She's got a broken hip, bullet wound.
I think
I
the
thought you had a new
prostitute
hip.
was part of one of the
Oh,
gangs.
I'm sure she'll have a new hip.
The Broadway bitches or whatever it was. Yeah, so you have to track them down.
They just,
Can't you
it's
like
all
hack
hosed.
the photo?
Oh yeah, this is 2088. They, don't they have
Facial
an app for
recognition?
this?
You
Like,
think
they-
this
they-
prostitute is on facial recognition?
Oh, you'd never
Sure.
hurt to
It's
try.
probably like a catalog, like.
Catalog.
In the Bronx, I wanted to set up cameras everywhere. I don't think they have that.
I mean, like a catalog, like you can order, like.
The Broadway bitches? I don't know. Well, then what is the hacking involved?
I'm just gonna
with?
Google like.
All right,
How do you-
I'll give you a copy of the picture and you
I'll
figure
take-
it out.
How do you
Picture.
find a hooker?
Yeah, like, how do you
Find a
how do you
specific
buy a prostitute?
Not even rent. Purchase.
Oh, that's...
Okay,
From
okay.
my home.
Alright then, how about this? We go to these Broadway bitches and we negotiate for information.
If this is one of theirs.
Well, they will. Just knowing whether or not would be
Sure.
information.
Alright, that's a good first step. I didn't find anything good online. yet.
Binary search.
I know.
Group.
I made snickerdoodle.
Yeah.
I'll try
They're
one.
little overcooked, I think, overbaked, but they're pretty good. The flavor's good.
It can be a tricky business with the bottom.
Yep.
Cookies are cookies, man. Thank you for your snickerdoodles.
Yeah.
What am I landing in? Oh.
Bag.
Bag territory.
Can this go to the floor? Like dump it over?
Like as far as the nickel code that fed two crisps on the bottom, this is not.
Yeah.
Like
They're good.
this is just a, like this is a comfortable crisp.
If any are left, I'll have to bring one back for Gyro because she'll be glad that you're baking tasty things. So
What's my favorite cookie? I never get them, so
Good solution to that problem.
gotta
There you
take
go.
matters in your own hands.
we'll take this into our own hands. Okay. Well, you've got your objectives. Are you guys gonna seek out the Broadway bitches this day or keep the parade party going?
Here, maybe you know who probably knows how to get in touch with Broadway bitches?
Who?
Commissioner Buddy. He probably knows.
Oh. Does he?
I don't know. He's
I
a
don't know if you
gang
want to make like an implication.
Yeah, actually, I guess you're not. You're right.
You gotta know some prostitutes.
He's a gangster, but he's also a proud man in other respects. So you gotta be careful.
I know a shady character that might be able to help us
Who's that
out.
homeless kid you know?
Hmm?
You're like a homeless kid you know?
Well, I don't know.
Footman.
Shift heel.
Do you owe him something?
No, we killed a mutoid for him.
Oh, okay.
That you owe the mutual.
Oh yeah, I owe Marty.
Yeah, your little buddy.
Yeah, what do you owe him?
He wants me to do something for him.
Yep.
Well,
And
here.
that's okay. I don't plan on talking to him again.
I'm gonna
Nope, you just delete him from your content.
I'm gonna message Shift heel. He's probably got some shifty stuff. that
Alright,
he
what do
knows
you
about.
tell him?
See, I'm looking for the Broadway bitches. What can you tell me?
He replies, you can find them usually on these corners. So when they're working, he gives you some of their known hangouts.
I say thanks, and I wire him 25 new yen.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't even have to hit the streets if you're just asking where can I solicit a prostitute. That is a
Right.
25 new yen type exchange.
Let's go hit these corners and show people this picture.
Have you seen this girl? It just turns into this noir investigation.
Yeah, make sure you're not showing them Manderly in the picture.
Maybe take
Like cut it in half or
Yeah, let's take this to like Kinko and then
No, don't take it to Kinko's.
we need flyers.
Lose all of our leverage to go where manually.
I gave you one copy. Just take only the half there, whatever the just her face. That's it.
Here, I pull up my comment. I take an image of like
Take a picture
half
of
of
like
it.
half of it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's our meal ticket.
Let's go hit up some hookers.
Okay.
Heard that.
We can take my ride.
Pull your nice car.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, you try one of the corners that Shift Heel gave you.
Yep. I have my steering wheel attached, so I'm driving it normally.
Oh, okay, not plugged in.
Yeah, I'm not in the back.
Okay. You get to kind of go close to the riverfront, getting away from the certainly getting some distance from Manhattan, some of the other business parks. You're in a bit more of the shadier residential areas, and you see there's a couple ladies standing underneath or leaning against a building near one of the street corners. And I'm assuming you're gonna pull up your car nice and deliberately slow and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now roll down T-Rock's window.
They say, "Oh, well, you're handsome. What'll it be?"
Not you.
Got I actually got something to ask here. Do you recognize this girl?
Did you do anything to the photo, or is it just you're just gonna like cover up part of it with
No,
your
it's like
We
took an
edited
image of
it, yeah.
without
It's just her
making it.
face.
Oh, okay.
So no possibility of manually being exposed.
Well, the one that addressed you squints at it. She says, "Well, I don't know. Yeah, it looks kind of familiar."
You think she's one of the Broadway bitches?
Says, maybe she used to be, but she hasn't been with us for a while. I know that much. We don't really all meet in a big powwow each night, if you know what I mean.
I lean over.
I know because he's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I lean over next to T-Rock and I say out the window, "Who would know?"
You have like a roster somewhere. Do you have a
I
directory?
don't think I've ever had to look up the boss of the Broadway bitches.
You will now.
I know.
You're in the year
I go bad.
2088. Do you guys have like a gang directory?
You're avoiding using
Well,
the word
I do
for,
have one.
or a
It's only on this
We
piece
just
of
have to
paper.
register on a forum.
Catalog. I can look at all the faces.
or a pimp.
It's just another corporation.
Who the hell's Tom Greenleaf? I've got some names in here that have never been
I feel
used.
like Tom
That's a
Green-
Tolkien character, I think.
It sounds like
I
it.
feel like Tom Greenleaf might have been that drug dealer in the first apartment complex.
First one?
Or was there one that?
Oh, yeah. All I know about him is that he wanted Broadway bucks, but now you're not going to be interacting with him.
Maybe not the first one. Yeah, that was. I don't think we've met anyone from the first
Alright,
one besides
well-
the one guy.
I'll use Val Moxie as the leader name because I think that was the Diamond Twerk Gang's leader, but you guys never dealt with them that much, so that name's being transferred now.
Yeah.
Okay, so she says, "Oh yeah, Val's the boss."
Is there a way to get in contact with her?
Well, she says, there's a nice car and everything, but I don't know if she only takes on special clients,
What does it take?
Well, I don't need her services.
Oh
Just-
yeah, you're looking for this girl.
Just a conversation.
Yeah, she says, well, I don't know, it's kind of a big request. We don't deal in charity here, hun.
How about
We can't keep up this figure on charity.
we make a donation? And I toss a cred stick out the window. With 50 million on it.
5 credit sticks, one credit each.
You've got just like this binder full of cred sticks, just tucked in there, all preloaded with one cred on it.
We don't worry about that.
All right, Phil, roll a fast talk -1.
Sounds good.
Did you say how much is on credit stick?
You said there was 50.
I'm gonna use my move, Iceman. When I try to fast talk real cool.
Okay, so whatever your cool mod is, but then with the -1.
This is less fortunate than I
Oh,
hoped.
but yeah.
This is a 6.
Okay.
You're not cool.
She says,
You're not
uh,
ice, man. You're being put on ice.
She says, generally I don't like stuff thrown at me, and she says we should try Hartwell, and then they start walking away.
Don't walk away from T-Rock.
Yeah.
Say, bitch. You better wait for my
Climax of the
request.
campaign.
Yeah.
Come back here.
Okay, roll fast talk.
It all comes to a head.
They pull out their guns.
Oh yeah.
Is this play hardball?
Oh yeah.
Even though actually I'm better at fast talk, but I want to play hardball.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to play hardball.
I play hardball.
If only I was emotionless, I could use my sim.
Unfortunately,
Ever since you took brain
have
damage, emotions came rushing back to you. You need to get that fixed.
Gotta get that fixed. It's troublesome.
Troublesome
So no go.
Okay.
If that was a fast talk, it would be a go.
Yep.
But nope, I insisted.
Oh boy.
Okay. So we better get the hell out of here, and they run away. So they're still pursuable.
Alright. You know what?
Myers.
We know other corners, right?
Yeah, Myers is not
Yeah,
even
you can try again.
Let's try again somewhere.
Yeah.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, I feel like we're just digging a hole here. We're just gonna.
We'll never meet Bel Moxie.
Yep, I drive to a different location.
Must.
There we go.
I've decreed it.
Okay, let's look for more.
All right. A successful assess from either one of you, and you'll find some more.
You got edge?
There's a one-time assess, otherwise it's going to be a
Call me
Then
the
each
man.
try to
man's
one
lane for
person.
the night.
Oh, that's-
They've been spooked.
I'm driving, I'm watching. Oh, look at that.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that.
There you go.
That's like 11.
Okay. About 10 minutes later, you find some more different ones.
Okay, I think we gotta take a different approach.
This time, go more money.
More money, that's always the best approach.
More money. I'll lead with money.
Okay, here.
Did you ever get out of the car to get your cred stick, or did you just accept the fact that
She
you
didn't
lost
even
50?
pick it up?
No.
It's just on the ground back
She
there?
said she didn't like stuff getting
It
thrown.
was only 25, right?
It was
It's
50.
just 50. Well, I ain't getting out of there.
Because otherwise you have to drive back to go get it.
I have no desire to set foot on ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
How lavish we live.
Throw cred sticks on the ground.
You should try from the other bag.
That's a
That's
soft
the
bag.
better bag.
That is
Yeah.
a soft
okay.
bag.
Soft.
Those were on the bottom of the oven.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'll take this crumbled one.
I say I precious few more cred sticks, but I'll put. What do you think? $100?
Yeah, let's try 100.
No, let's try 100. That's like. That's a good catch.
Alright, here.
Here, I'll just hand. I
I'll
hand
do
it
the
to
talking.
you. Hand the cred stick to you. No more tossing.
Alright. Yeah, we'll have to be respectful this time.
Respect the woman.
Say,
Alright. They approach.
hey.
Hey!
Oh,
I'm
sleep.
just going with the Fonzie.
Go with the cred stick out the window. Like, hey.
Okay. She accepts it and checks it. And she says, "Well, this will get you a handful of stuff."
Actually, I'm looking for a mouthful. And I take out the photograph and I say,
Man, you had that ready.
a mouthful of information. And I say, do you recognize this girl?
Right. Fast talk +1. They like your mug.
Oh,
Nice.
There we go.
Hey.
It's a slam dunk run.
slam dunk Rudy.
Oh yeah, that's Cindy Sparkle. It's like seen Cindy in a while now. In fact, I don't ever come, but I know Val does.
Wow. She's the leader, isn't she?
Yeah, she looks after all of us. A lot better than having some greasy pimp. So, who is this girl to you anyway?
I lean forward.
I'm a bit of a private detective. Just a client is looking for her.
You have a really cool car.
Thanks. It's my pride and joy.
You're just gonna have to bite your tongue.
I just cough in
Night
the
Riders.
driver's seat.
Right.
I built this thing from an engine up.
Okay. She says, it's alright, well, does mine keep if I hook you up with Moxie?
Sure.
Okay. She says, alright, now, just be careful how you approach her, but we know where she's having some late night cocktails tonight. No, she's not working, and she emphasizes that to you, so
Of course.
she says, don't approach it from that angle. Then she shows you a picture of Moxie and tells you the club that she's going to be at, so.
Thank you.
Okay. She says, sure can't interest you in anything else?
That'll be all today.
It's like, it's too awkward with this guy sitting in the driver's seat.
Just like straight ahead.
Yeah.
Just-
Okay. Alright. So you've got a lead on where Moxie will be in like 2 hours.
Peel out.
Okay. It startles them a little bit, but they, it's still all good.
I gotta regain some sort of feeling of confidence.
Yeah. You're just gonna
T-Rock
drop,
just playing
you're
my
gonna drop,
car.
you're gonna drop him off at the club and then drive angry, just like going down the streets all fast. Yeah. I wonder if Kitty can still see in that lighting. I don't know if they have like the dog soldiers style sight.
He likes to watch the sun around.
They see like 10 times better than humans.
Okay, then probably can still see quite a bit.
They got them.
10 times better? Like, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
That's because they got like mirror retinas or whatever.
Well, you would know.
It's like just like walleyes.
Just like giraffes.
Do they do that?
I don't know, ask your parents.
Nice.
We gotta play that game again sometime.
I guess.
Giraffe game?
Yeah.
Jungle.
Jungle Speed.
Safari.
Oh my god.
The all giraffe jacket.
Yeah. That's Phil's dream game.
That's only giraffe.
Only giraffe. Anyways.
Okay. I wonder what a group of giraffes is called.
Alright.
Question.
Like a herd, probably.
Probably a herd.
They're hooves, right?
No.
Club is called
Probably called a gang of giraffes or something.
no, it's called Redshift, and there's a big line to get in when you pull up.
Tower. It's crazy.
A tower of
A
giraffes.
tower of giraffes?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh
Like,
god.
who makes up these names?
When you go down this path of looking up all the different animal name groups, it can just get really out of hand.
Like, this is
I
ridiculous.
remember
Like,
spending like 2 hours with my adopted cousin going through that now. So.
a group of iguanas is called a slaughter. No one's ever said that.
The slaughter of iguanas.
No one said, "Oh, here,
Someone
here comes,
has.
here
Look at
comes
that
a
slaughter of
slaughter."
Some murder of crows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody just was having a fun
I
time
think it's a
naming all
I think
this
it's
shit.
a Congress of Apes or something like that.
Congress.
That's funny.
That's what we got.
Senate of chimpanzees.
I think it's an orchestra of owls or something like that.
That's pretty cool.
So,
Alright, let's cut it
I
right
was
there. Let's
saying-
cut it.
How did I
Never
solve the
used in
problem?
conversation.
Stop
so
it.
I sat down. I was like, this would be funny.
Yeah.
It's like, just wrote it down in a
Alright,
book and then everyone
so
has
you-
to agree on it.
You hear music thumping from inside, and there's, like I said, there's a big line to get in.
okay. How are we gonna approach this? Those whores said we couldn't go in this from a business angle.
Well, no, guys. Talk to her like she's a normal person. She also happens to be the leader.
I guess we just talk to her like, I don't know, see what happens.
Alright, how about this? I'll be the wingman.
Alright.
And you'll be the man.
You'll be the man.
Alright.
Okay. You guys gonna just wait in line till you get to the bouncers?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. About half an hour goes by and then you're at the front. He says, "You bringing no ladies?"
Bring the ladies.
All right, then you bring the cash. There's two dogs like you, $50 each.
Ah, fuck.
How about 0? Oh god, this is where you choose your battles right here.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's alright.
Who is this girl?
It's not my name on the line for this money. I'll say, sure, let's pay.
Okay. Probably is going to keep about 30 of that himself, but then he said, all right, cool. And he lets you in, and it's a quintessential cyberpunk club with a red theme for all of, like, the neon lights, and the beverages too are just, various bubbly being served, and it is densely packed with VR freaks, punkers, scantily clad men and women, just a nice mix of the degenerate subculture that is prominent in this part of New York, and it's gonna be tough picking out Moxie even with your photograph. So
Do we have a photograph of her?
yeah, you have like an image on your thing. So
That's good.
yep. So let's get some assessments.
Time to assess.
I see nothing.
Okay.
I hear
I
nothing.
see. I
What do
see.
you got, Phil?
I see 10 things.
Okay, that is good enough to pick her out of the crowd. She is sitting at the bar and has a rather uncomfortable expression because there's like this huge Michael Chiklis talking to her aggressively. What does Kitty want?
Okay.
Oh. Wow. Some things, the winds have changed.
He's starved for attention because my parents have been gone for a few days.
For my attention.
Anybody's attention. Or anything's attention.
He said, all right. So that is the situation.
Hey, T-Rock. We should destroy that man.
you just go up to him, just take him down.
We're not playing that game,
The
boy.
Thanos head explosion.
It's like I left my
Not playing
change
that.
in the car. Alright, let's go see what the situation is.
Hulk did that to the Thing once. Just smashed his head in. Badass.
I'm gonna approach the two.
Okay. You can now hear the conversation. She says, "No, Val, please don't do this to me." He says, "We can start fresh. I'm not going to give up on you." And you see he's actually holding her by like the forearm with like one of his big hands. So she definitely cannot move away even if she wanted to. And yeah, just extremely muscular man. You see that actually like in his veins, he's definitely got some cyberware too. There's like some metal and stuff. So
We could just
your neck like a
yeah.
I don't know if we could just go up here and molest this man. I don't think it's gonna work.
molest this man.
T-Rock getting scared of no man.
You
He's
lead, I'll
just-
follow.
T-Rock built this country.
Say, I was here before any of his kind.
He'll be here afterwards.
Survive the nukes.
Say, I think the lady doesn't want you here anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
I cross my arms and back him up.
He doesn't look your way, but like he just moves his hand back and makes a strong flicking motion, and it just flicks you in the face.
Wow.
semi-auto shotgun.
Remember, you've already got brain damage.
Yeah.
Give me out here.
I'm gonna say,
I got a knife.
"You're too close, man." And then I'm gonna take a chain and wrap it around his neck.
He's just gonna flex and break it.
And like as he breaks it, it like whips you.
Oh, he
like,
does,
yeah.
right?
No. That's not automatic.
Am I really dead?
Alright.
Yeah.
So I see what you're doing. Is it your intention to just kind of cut off his oxygen, or are you like you just want to restrain him, or are you going to try and like choke him out with it?
I want to make someone as brain damaged as I am.
Give me a mix it up. You normally get a +1 here, but it's like offsetting his massive size, so we'll just do it normal. Okay. Well, you know the choices.
Like your cat
What are they?
cancer. What? What's like a bump on his face?
Yeah, it's a cyst. It's a concern. They told us to cut his tail off, but holding out.
They declined.
Yeah.
Because you look at that majestic creature, and how can you deprive him of his...
That's the problem I'm having with Nate's balls. You tell me to cut him off, like I.
Has he been neutered yet, or no?
No.
You should neuter that dog.
It's usually
They say
idea.
they say like behavioral issues,
Yeah.
a whole range of
Right,
stuff.
yeah,
That
yeah.
it's, he'll be a better.
Especially if they're like pissing around the house.
He'll ultimately be a better pet for you.
Yeah.
From
Generally.
Yeah, he'll probably stop trying to bite people's
so
bodies off.
I would recommend it.
Yeah, I did that.
Google.
Yeah.
And it helped.
Anyway, I was wrapping
Yeah.
around the chain. So there's a
Yeah.
large
Yep.
chain.
So what was it? You got an 8. So.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll mix it up. It's. I mean, you're gonna succeed.
Something left.
You pick. It's where you pick 2.
Oh, I get to pick.
Yep.
Yep. What have we done?
Oh.
Yep.
I'll take harm.
Okay.
And an ally will take harm.
Okay.
Of course.
Your arm, as he's fighting back, you are going to be successful in incapacitating him, but his resistance is so great that like the wire's cutting into your own hands from like how strong he's pulling against it. So it's like, like your blood's just trickling down your arm. So you'll just take 1 harm from that through armor. So just 1 no harm move. Phil gets to take harm too.
Bullet in the head.
That could happen.
No, I pull that.
Yeah. Basically, as he's like kind of flailing around, he like swings around his bar stool and just just kicks you in the chest. And
You're dead.
well,
Through your chest.
it's a little more serious than his. So 1 harm with the harm move
Alright, here we go.
is
Wait, do I
like-
roll my meat?
No, it's harm.
Yeah.
You're rolling +1.
Plus roll. Okay, first I'm gonna mark the
here
harm.
comes the double 6s.
Here comes the
Then I'm gonna feel the harm.
Yep.
6 is bad.
What are the odds that this is gonna be a high roll? That's not too bad. Well, that's a good one.
There it is, 10.
No, that's not 10, that's 10. Wait a second.
+1 harm.
+1. That's
Do you have
10.
armor?
It
doesn't matter.
No, I'm not wearing armor anymore because my synth leathers are busted.
Okay.
Oh my
Lose a
god.
body part!
You might lose an eye. You might lose a leg about this bar stool. Kick your leg off. If he kicked your leg and just like shatter,
Yeah.
like just like your
Well,
penis
I said
broke.
he had cybernetic implants, so
It's just like a Cyberman.
Just
like-
go unconscious.
I like to think your leg just blew off. Like it's just like you kicked it and just like floated
it's
off.
the fun. The fun thing is, Phil, it's your choice. So
It is my
it's nothing to worry about.
I can just take the floor. Or gonna be knocked out.
I mean, the full harm was not that much. So
What if
So
you're-
you
What
can
if you
take
just
2 harms.
panic?
instead.
What? Panic? Just panic, just run away and leave you here.
Oh, don't do that actually. Just lose an arm.
Yeah, because then that's your ride too. So
Although I do find that more interesting.
Body
To hear what
part.
T-Rock does alone in this
Yeah.
institution.
He'll get the job done.
It's I'll be out of action. I'll be incoherent or panicked.
Okay,
Panicked
so
if possible.
Alright, so the force of that kick, like how much it hurt you, you decide that you don't want to be anywhere near this guy, conscious or unconscious. It's just too much for you. Like the anxiety would just overwhelm you and you'd break down and have like a mental collapse. So you need to leave the bar.
Gosh.
Just run away.
Yep. It's your flight instincts kicking in.
I feel out.
Yep. Okay. So the bartender is like watching you choke him out, but you see as he's about to like hit the panic button, Val seems to have some influence with him where she just kind of shakes his head, and they like both steady him so that like as he's now just he's just like kind of slumps over and he's just leaning down on the bar now.
No, he's a retard.
See, I was the perfect wingman there. So now you're all alone. You're the only hero.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Okay. So she says, "Boy, thanks for helping me with Mark over here.
Of course, looked like he was giving you a hard time.
I've been trying to lose this guy for a few days now, and well, whenever he wakes up, I'll be long gone. Well, what can I do to repay the favor?"
Actually, are you Val?
She nods.
Val Moxie? I've actually I'm looking for one of your girls.
So what do you see now? Oh, okay.
Do you know anything about Cindy Sparkle?
She nods hesitantly, and she says, "Cindy got out of the life. She got one of those dreamy situations where you get the right client and you can leave the business. I think she's up in Albany or something now."
Do you know who the client is?
She says, "I'd make a practice of it not knowing. That's between Cindy and whoever the lucky man was. I can get a hold of her, but if you want to take it that far, I'd be curious to know what's going on here, because if you're going after one of my gals, even though she's left, I still see her as under my protection."
Well, I guess truth be told, we have reason to believe
Good.
For now, yeah.
she was with a high profile client who were looking to blackmail. It wouldn't look too good in his line of work if he was seen with a whore.
Okay. She stiffens at that a little bit, but
Completely.
she says, "Well, that sounds true, and it also sounds like it could be really dangerous for Cindy."
So we just want to get a hold of her and
Well, let's get a hold of her. Okay. Yeah.
so that we can apply a little pressure to this guy.
She says, "Hate to do this to her if things go south." She's like, "Hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from."
Of course. Discretion is my middle name.
She says, "Promise me you won't force her to come forward if she doesn't want to."
Deal.
Okay, roll fast talk +1.
What a lie. That's why it's fast talk. Alright, there we go. +1, did you say?
Yep.
Then it's a 10.
Okay. She says, "Well, I was in a tight spot there, and you've saved me a lot of inconvenience and possibly other unpleasant shit. So I'm gonna trust you on this one." And she gives you a comm number and an address in Albany, New York.
Thanks.
She nods and says, "Now we're even."
Sounds good.
Okay.
Do you want me to do anything with this guy?
She says, no, he can stay where he is. I think I'll be leaving shortly too. So. Okay. Phil, we'll say that you didn't panic to the extent that you just totally fled New York City. You can still pick up Thomas in a reasonable distance from the bar. So
I'll call him up and
yeah,
he can turn back around and say like,
okay,
it's all clear.
Is he still there?
Done for.
Okay, I'm coming.
He's a goner.
I picked him up.
all right. Success.
You don't see me.
Got the info.
I don't see you.
You see my car, but you don't see
Oh,
me.
okay. Get in. Get in the driver's seat.
Yep.
All right.
Where to?
Or the apartments. Nope, you don't live at the apartments anymore.
I don't. I know where he lives.
Yeah. Now you guys can't live there anymore.
It's flung you towards.
Not right now.
No.
We're gonna
Kinda
clean
like-
it up
so-
I
though.
need like bug bombs.
So where is everyone sleeping that night?
I'm in a hotel.
I've got a
You're,
nice
you're aware
garage.
of this.
Yeah, that's right. We already secured your payment for like 5 days or something. Okay.
Oh, I can try the pizza place.
Yeah. Golk's got some spare beds there. Or you just sleep in like one of like the leather chairs in the campaign offices and deal with occasional like wafts of black powder and stuff.
It's a restful sleep right
Yeah,
there.
it's not. You just heal slower when you sleep there.
I drop him off at pizzeria.
Oh yeah, and you get to go to your hyperbaric garage. That's right, you've got the best setup out of everybody. Your little storage thing.
No, but I will be querying for any jobs.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna do your Night Rider?
Yeah, my Night Rider. I want to hear.
Okay. Just do your like act under pressure with all your crazy driving buffs.
Sounds good.
Yep.
That's 12.
Okay.
Or wait, no. That's 11.
Okay. You guys are intercepting him before he even comes over here. He gets all the attention he needs before he makes it here. Yeah.
That's your beer.
Oh god. Just gonna
Covering it.
Stop that.
It's gonna be like that stevia.
That's what that happened.
Yeah. Uh-oh, he does not like that. That's a whole different ball game, Bill. Bill, you can't. Bill, I can't allow this.
Don't piss on me.
I gotta work him up to it. Okay, sorry.
Group
Right.
of kangaroos is a mob.
Alright, enough with that.
Kangaroos are pretty creepy.
It's like if you guys were looking for new gang names, this would be more relevant because then Kangaroo Mob, that's perfect. So
Yeah.
Quiver of cobras.
Next day.
Yeah,
he's
Phil's
good.
job thing.
Yeah.
Phil, you transport like an illegal organ transplant that night, and you deliver it without it expiring.
That's good.
So you get a grand.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Next day. Phil, you recover 2.
Okay.
Thomas, you recover 1. Which is probably, I think that's all you needed. Yep. So okay.
Just wake up in a cloud of black dust.
Yep. And you see Jim just sweating and looking at these graphs.
Just sweating.
He is always sweating, because stuff's always exiting his system.
That's the Mert life.
Yep.
Just wake up sweating.
Looking at graphs.
Putting his kids in boxes. That's a special Quiet Place reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, nothing planned for today, unless you wanted to make a day trip to Albany.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do? Oh,
Wait,
that's
what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't even told Gug yet that you got the info.
What the hell's in Albany?
Tell
Oh.
Gug.
What the heck is it?
I'll tell Gug that found the hooker.
Okay, good.
That's a life.
And you're going to Retriever?
We watched it if we take her. We just know
Well,
where she is.
willingly, hopefully.
We gotta
You know,
give
stressed that her life is probably going to be in danger.
Once this is released.
Yeah. Manderly will do anything.
Sorry, I can't
Stop it.
start a campaign.
When are you planning on releasing information?
A few days before election.
How long is that?
It's October 9th. The election's on November 6th.
We
You
should
got-
wait until closer.
We got like 26 days.
Yeah, we can wait. We don't need to put her up in a hotel for a month.
How far is Holman?
It's expensive.
It's a little road trip.
Yeah, a couple hours.
It'd be like driving to like La Crosse and back.
Alright, then we'll just hold off. I got nothing else planned until
Okay.
the SWAT raid.
Just let the campaign team do its
Yeah,
thing.
we need our
All right.
gear. We need our like. Do we need smoke grenades? Battering rams?
You want one
Yeah.
punch.
Shank rifles.
Breaching.
We have a battering ram.
Yeah, that's true. You
We
bought
bought it.
You did buy the breaching tool.
Yeah,
so.
we should get some smoke grenades though. That's cool.
Are we gonna breach this hooker's abode?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry, I feel like
Stop
I'm
petting the cat!
I'm lost.
We're breaching the mutoids.
Oh shit, okay.
Yep.
Breaching your brains.
Might be the last major fight of the campaign. Hopefully.
Possibly.
So, yep.
So let's see what I got. Let's see what I still have weapon wise. I mean, I got my own weapons. Got 2 SMGs.
I want one of those SMGs.
Got Pizza Bling 45.
A what? You say
Pizza Bling 45.
That's what I have written down.
Didn't you get like a necklace or something from Big Marco or
Pizza
something?
chain.
There was like
I
a
got that
pizza
too.
chain. Oh, you
I got
okay?
pizza chain. I got pizza keys.
Pizza Bling 45.
I don't know what that means.
Is that a gun?
I don't know.
Like a 45 caliber gun?
It sounds
That's
like it.
probably what it is.
Why would it say bling?
Maybe it's blinged out. It's got like engravings of pizzas or something. I don't know.
It's Marco's personal.
Pizza
weapon.
Blank. That was the necklace you took from him.
No, that's pizza chain.
And you've also got Pizza Blank.
Yes,
45.
I've got Pizza Bling 45 and also Pizza Chain.
Oh yeah, that was his personal gun. That,
Oh,
like
so
in the
it was.
handle, there was like gold, like pizza
Oh, okay.
slices.
That's pretty baller.
Stuff. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we just need some smoke grenades.
All right. How many?
Let's go with 2 each.
2 sweet.
So 12.
That's a lot of grenades.
I want to smoke them out. I want those
'em out.
mutoid babies to choke.
You need gas mask?
They'll have to put them in a box.
All right. 12 smoke grenades.
Do we need
$900
bags to put all the mutoid babies in when we're done?
I think that's for like the paramedics.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's gonna cough up the $900 for the smoke grenades?
I'll put this man.
Yeah.
T-Rock, the generous Aborigine.
That's not what that is.
Do you say 900?
Is Kitty still in the room?
He
loves this
place. He's debating about taking the effort to climb back up there again.
Yeah. Bless you. Okay. New day.
New day.
Sure.
Okay. Your ride gear and smoke grenades have arrived.
Good.
It's October 10th. New polls. You creeped up 1% from doing pretty much just letting the campaign team do its thing. So we've got Manderly 46, Rufus Wise 29, Oscar Llewellyn 25.
So if I tell Jim Fixums that I have highly incriminating evidence about Manderly with a lady of the evening, how much would that plummet him?
You want Jim Fixum's estimate.
Yeah.
He thinks something like that would be a net 10% swing. A 5% gain for you, 5% loss for
So
Manderly.
we've already got this locked in.
Yeah, because then that would be...
Yeah, we haven't got the buses going yet.
On election day, yeah, I know.
the polling. It's looking good.
I think we got this.
Yeah.
We just gotta,
The raid.
lay a little low aside from this
We have to
raid.
survive this raid.
We have to survive, yeah.
I don't want to die in a raid.
That's
No
what
one
the Yankee boys were for.
Yeah,
To die.
first
Yeah.
into the breach.
Yeah.
This
I mean, I'm sure they're in there like multiplying and stuff. They have like spawning pools.
property
yeah. There's like
Unusable.
spores floating through the
Yeah,
air.
they've got like the whole neighborhood has moved into
There's
that
like
place.
arrival type people like on the walls just like growing in there and stuff like
It's gonna be messy.
Okay.
Alright. Doug, we'll do one more synth for you managing your
The bot
the
network.
Yep.
I can do that.
That is an 8.
Okay. We'll just kind of do that as bots holding steady, and like you're repairing the ones that are getting banned or taken down for suspicious account activity.
It's always more.
You've
bots.
probably got so many IP addresses that you just dance through
There's
with
no
your
shortage of bots.
your new cyber deck. So okay. Yep. Okay, October 11th. Thomas, the doctor is ready to see you. All right. Yep. He's. You want to just go into his location?
Yep.
Okay. He takes you in his office. It's Philip Orleans, this French man, and he says, "I see you're in need of a neurosurgeon.
Yep.
Is there cyberware that needs to be repaired as well?"
Yep. My neurons are all messed up.
We hear the sirens like when he talks. Okay. He says, "All right. Appreciate your patience. You've had a lot of demand lately, but I am ready to proceed today, and will say that I have a very high success rate, best in a."
We'll say that.
Well, I will say that, but best in a 4 zip code square.
I have complete trust in you, Philippe.
He says, from what you've told me, and I can't give you an exact figure until after the surgery, assuming you don't want to mess with medical insurance or anything, no. Straight cash, if everything goes successfully, I'm estimating the cost around $12,000.
You can't put a price on a brain.
All right. Let's get you under the knife. And administers the anesthesia. I'm giving you a big swing here. Pretty much, you found the best street doctor in your means. So normally the max would be +2. I'm giving you a +4. So
you can still fail.
it is with snake eyes. There can be complications. So this would kill you if you roll snake eyes. Very close.
So close.
Oh my
It was
God.
man, I might have died on this table. Instead, it's
Okay.
still like
Well,
so
here's the
standard
thing.
and shit.
Repair 1 mind.
Repair 1 mind.
Yep. Nope. And your cyberware is functional again, but you have to choose one of those tags.
What's the deal with the permanent thing? Is that just a scar I have?
Yes.
Permanent.
That is, your body just cannot take the same amount of pain that you used to.
Alright.
Like, you need to get out of the game. It's pretty much what that is. An early onset sign that your body can't take much more. So, bless you, Phil.
What would hardware decay be?
Decay means that, think of Iron Man's core, that it's like he can only do so much to like stabilize it, but like it'll never be fully stable. So it's going to be like either little pieces breaking off or very slow like bleeding or imperfect connection with your nervous system, and over time it would need another surgery, or like if you go unconscious, could be very bad. It for me, the way I interpret them, it is the least like noticeable, at least for short term. It's probably a good one to pick. Is that reliable? Like every time you use them, it would be a chance that it could fail.
Yeah, like maybe I automate.
Substandard
like,
means that
allies or
it's just
something.
never. Yeah, substandard would mean just it never works quite as well. Hardware decay is nothing mechanically immediately. And damaging would be like, I'd say like you take harm each time, like like 1 harm each time the synapses.
I'll do the decay.
Okay.
I already have the decay.
Yep.
Okay.
So when you wake up from the surgery, he says, "Well, very good news. You should be able to think more clearly now. Some old memories might return. I'm not responsible for if they are pleasant or not. I cannot be held accountable for that, of course. And yes, your your implant will now function as you remembered it. So let's just go with the original agreement, 12,000. It's like if you short him, he doesn't tell you that he planted a kill switch in your brain. And then
How much money have you total spent
on the
on brain
surgeries,
surgery?
a lot. I feel like maybe he didn't even document some of them, but I think I brought it closer to the average when I docked him the extra 15,000. So I know Dr. Phil, he didn't charge you anything. That was a rare exception.
Just all these Phils. You got Dr. Phil, you got Philippe.
Yeah,
God.
well, that's just a theme, but Dr. Phil, he just felt really bad because he had permanently damaged you. But the first one charged you a lot, and then it failed, and then he took more and then left, so that one was much more expensive. I'd say you've probably spent around 25,000 from costs and theft related to.
I'm almost back where I started.
Okay.
Yep. I'll start.
The octopus.
He's your nemesis, but he's dead, so that's a good nemesis to have.
Could have just paid like what was it, $3,000?
Yeah.
For the passes in the first place.
Hindsight is.
Okay, so you're definitely feeling sharper after the surgery. No, if you rolled the snake eyes though, you just would have permanently severed something in your brain that could never be.
Become a vegetable.
Yeah. Your worst nightmare. Okay.
You have to come visit me in the old night.
Alright. Doug, so you're spending your days managing your bots. Phil, let's just get, well, I know that's not entirely what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, if there's like conferences or interviews or something.
Okay,
I assume we're not like.
No, yeah, every so often you're going to it.
Yeah, you don't need me to talk.
Yeah, when you are going, are you just always being driven in a van? Are you driving the van yourself? Tell me your transportation.
I mean, I would prefer if they're available to drive me in a van.
Okay. Do you guys agree to being the candidate's escort for whenever he needs to go to functions?
Sure.
Okay.
We're all in this together. If he doesn't succeed, I get killed by a Chanel truck or something.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you do.
Alright.
I don't get in the car ever until he starts it up.
That's your ultimate Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Never until he starts. I'll
and
just wait.
You're probably even a good like 30 feet away.
Yeah. Alright, you start get it running. Get
Yeah,
it warm.
you're like
Get the music pumping.
you've got like a campaign playlist for when you're driving around. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good.
I feel
I
like
mean, these details are helpful at times. So.
I feel like I'm going to notice this eventually. Catch on to that.
when you
What are you
blow
gonna do
up.
about it?
Get an intern to do it.
Well, whatever. As long as it's not me.
No, I'll turn on the car. What's the worst you got?
Thomas and I can tell you.
First tab. Okay. You guys aren't waiting for anything. You've got your fake business site that's occasionally managed. You do get a message from the Native American like web guru guy. I forget what his name was.
John Taylor.
Yeah. He says there's been a lot of traffic to the site lately, and for a humble payment, he can provide basically some updates, maybe even a support center for people that are emailing a bunch of questions, and so that it looks like there is like some sort of living business that is like responding to them and stuff. So he says if you're interested for that, he says he'll run it for the rest of the campaign. He'll keep the site with updates, add a little content, all that stuff. He says he will do it for 4,000 credits.
Sold.
Okay.
Good enough.
Yep. But now you've got that taken care of, and you know he's a man of his word. So, okay, we'll go to October 12th. Phil, you've had a few days. Let's just do a big drive angry roll for all of them, because I know you wouldn't relinquish that.
No, of
habit.
course not.
Okay.
I'm in it for the business. 11.
Is it possible for you to roll 6?
At minimum.
Snake eyes.
Minimum would be 6.
Okay,
guys.
that's all I need to know. Because that is, I think that's something I'm going to do for any of the systems that use the 2d6, is that whatever your lowest result could be, it will be a 6. Like, you could never have a 100% chance of
Snake
that.
eyes is 6.
Right, so, okay. So what'd you get?
11.
11? Okay. You make another 2,500 for the past couple of days. Or no, 3 grand. Alright.
I'm coming back. Pay that loan shark when the campaign fails.
I told you, I'm dead.
You're dead.
You're
Dead
dead,
for
okay.
a long time.
Alright, October 13th, you guys are advancing the days. They've got the new poll numbers out.
Have we heard about the mutoids at Manderley Round?
Yes. They have been a recurring theme.
I'm sure that's a topic of conversation.
Yeah, you see, like, there's a new article in the Times today, like, the mutoid connection, question mark, and then they got, like, Manderley's face on there.
It almost certainly is a real connection, though, anyhow.
Yeah, like the tabloids that are like, is Manderley secretly a mutoid?
Underneath his suit is just all mutoids.
He's got like this little family of mutoids. Photoshopped in.
Secret mutoid family?
Yeah, his secret mutoid family. I'll send that into the tabloids as a suggestion.
Okay.
For an article.
That'll probably appear in some of the less reputable
Yeah.
ones. Alright, October 13th. Manderley is at 45%. Rufus Wise is at 33%. Oscar Llewellyn 24%. So you've still had growth without any major events. However, Mr. Fixum is requesting an advance today.
How much?
5,000.
Well, you should be asking the money man.
All right. Well,
How much?
5,000. He says we've been keeping up the pressure. You can see we're getting results in the polls, but we're gonna either need a new hot merchandise item to allay the costs, or gotta bring in money somehow. So
I mean, do we sell a lot of hats?
Yep.
We didn't order more hats.
We need a hat
Fixum
factory.
says, well, I could proceed with that.
You didn't even ask.
He says, no, in fact, don't worry, I'm just kidding. It's on the way. Yeah, you never know what to fix him, but hey, he's getting you results.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yep. So he says, the 5,000, I'm either gonna need it today, tomorrow, but more hats are gonna help. But I need it to stay above water here.
Okay.
Okay.
We stay above something.
We don't need another loan, do we?
What if you guys split the costs?
What's our total funds right now?
I'm gonna get like 4,000.
I have
I'm
11,000.
at 14, so we're about 29.
And you've got all of your.
I already subtracted the 5 from mine.
I think we're okay for right now. Basically, eventually at some point we will have to cut off Jim Fixums.
Yep.
Because that's really only our major expense. He is our
Cut him
major
off.
expense.
Yep.
Cut him out.
So, but I think right now we're okay.
Yep. You want to at least get within your 10% margin, which you're rapidly approaching.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when do we want to do the raid? Like the 20th?
Yeah, that seems like a safe time.
Don't forget about your Albany girl too.
Shit, we gotta go get her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do the raid first.
Do the raid first. If we die, then
Somebody
It
else can
doesn't
go get
matter.
her.
I'm at
Send
2,900.
somebody else
I'm
to
real
get her.
low.
All right. Time skip.
How
Sure.
far?
Gotta get some gun money off these mutes.
How far are we
To the
skipping?
20th.
Well, I was thinking a week time skip.
Well, what are you planning? What are you doing?
I'm gonna call Bobo.
Okay. It's still the 13th.
Sure.
So you call Bobo on the 13th.
Nice. Speak to his boss.
Bobo is the boss, isn't he?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think
That's fine. He doesn't have to be the boss.
he's like a low mid-level guy.
Okay.
I can declare contact with the boss.
No, I'm not gonna allow it.
Okay.
Bobo's the only one you can declare as a contact in that outfit. You can, but
Sounds good.
he has an inroads with you, you know, for knowing Bobo.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, it's the legendary Will Bang. That was quite the custom piece we did for you."
Great. Sam ready to bang even more.
Good. He says, "I don't know if Bobo introduced me, but I'm what's his name? We'll say Desmond Charge."
Desmond Charge.
Yep.
He's in charge.
Yep. So he says, "Okay, what are we banging out today?"
I have a business proposition for you.
All right.
I'm looking to get 2 more vehicles of my exact make model modifications.
Fleet of really tricked out sports cars, huh?
Now I'm gonna
Muscle car. Yours is more of a muscle car.
more like a.
It's like the Punisher's car, kind of.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I need them to be programmable in their roots,
Right. So,
Every car.
like an actual like Uber car.
That's like every car.
Well, sure. I
In
mean,
2080, that's every car.
Yeah.
so standard programming feature. He says the one thing is if you want pre-drawn routes that are executed. He says the only thing is there are modifications we can make for them to go off-road. Really, you can tailor it just like drawing on a satellite map.
I suppose what I mean more is on-demand routes, A to B.
Okay.
Self-driving.
He says, "Yep, that's
Like every car.
yep.
Like every
We
car.
can take care of that."
Okay.
He says, "Well, you're a repeat customer." He says, "Oh, I'm just pulling up a list here." He says, "Okay, baseline cost for a car of your make and model is $29,000. Modifications, grand total that we made to your car." He says, "I've got a record of it somewhere. Here we go."
It's like 16,000.
Yep. He says, "Chase. All right, we'll give you a package deal. Knock off a few thousand for you. Lower it more, but again, some of those parts are really rare and
Oh, yeah.
not on our inventory. So
Okay, how about this? We'll cut off.
you're gonna draw a line through some of your things.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, yeah, get rid of that. Shit. Well, basically, we'll just, here we go. Cross those off. We'll also make sure that the manual controls are always disabled.
Okay.
What sort of insane nonsense is he doing this time?
I'm not doing anything.
On election day, the betrayal just
Yeah. He's just gonna drive a car into me.
send you into the Hudson River.
Right after you succeed and get elected.
Yeah. I mean, walking up to the podium in a car and just.
God damn it.
Passed out guy in the back seat.
Drooling on
Yeah.
himself.
Just hooked in.
Oh, and
Okay.
no neural interface here.
Okay. Can do it for 70.
Total?
Yep.
You don't have that kind of money.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I want to only co-own these cars. I want you to own them as well.
Who would ever agree to that?
Okay.
They're gonna make money.
He says, so we have full ownership of the cars, just every once in a while you reserve the right to take them.
Oh no, they'll always be in use. They'll be making money.
Well, if you're like coming as like an investor, like, I have this great design for the car.
Oh, this.
Okay.
I'll pay you a monthly rate for the use of these cars.
Okay, so let me try to understand this, Mr. Bang. So you want us to build these cars for you, and you're willing to pay a percentage of the upfront cost because we are owning them.
Yeah.
But you're going to be using them round the clock and just paying us then a monthly fee for basically renting out our vehicles to you.
Oh yeah.
Why are you doing this?
All right. Roll style +1.
-5. That's shit. You're shit.
It's 6.
He says, "You know what? This is just
Yeah, fuck
it's
you.
too much of a risk.
I'll come. You'll come around. You'll come around.
Okay.
Now hang up.
All right." That was such a crazy thing.
Oh my god.
It'll happen.
All right.
You own the car, but you never get to use it, and I'll pay you something once in a while.
Okay. As we're fast forwarding,
Yeah.
we're gonna get 4 days into the fast forward. October 17th. There is a Flash episode. New episode of the Flash.
In 2080?
The Cyber Flash.
Okay. Phil, you're driving Gug to a press conference that day.
Okay.
And just out of curiosity's sake, would T-Rock be riding in the campaign van? You're probably his number one
He's my
security.
security.
Yeah, so there's no way you would not be there.
Unless he's fornicating or something. No.
Okay.
I got more mine than that now.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Well, up to a -1.
Alright. Do you obey traffic laws when you drive Mr. Wise to...
I would hope so.
That's my question.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, this
Are
is
you
a SWAT
plugged
trip.
in when you drive
What?
Mr. Wise, or are you
Going to SWAT?
are you driving manually?
It's a press
I would
thing.
drive manual because I'd be driving
Okay.
Big Marco's van or whatever. I'm
Yep.
sure.
Okay.
Or Gug's van.
Okay. You're stopped at a light,
Mm-hmm.
and let's get an assess -1. It's difficult to spot.
He's in charge of my life.
Okay, so let's see. We got right here. We got 4, so that's
Okay.
good.
Yep.
We got extra 2 puts us at 6. -1 puts us at 5.
Okay.
No assessment necessary.
All right. You're sitting at the light, and you don't know how you miss it.
It's a rocket coming straight towards you.
It's very close to that. All of a sudden, you see from the crossing street at this intersection where you've been stopped for slightly unusually long time. I don't always remember this light being so long. There is a large truck barreling for the side of your van. It is just completely out of control. It's accelerating. You're gonna need to make a lightning fast maneuver to avoid being just hit by this thing. And you are at a stop, and you're not plugged in.
Correct.
So you'll do your driving thing, but without your class the class bonus.
Here we go.
It's one of the big bullets to dodge.
Here we go.
Okay.
Not bad. That's 11.
Okay. You manage to floor it, spin the van just enough. You do what you have to do as a professional driver. The truck doesn't even clip the back of the van. You manage to get it out of the way, and it just annihilates this little cafe building that was on the ground floor of the sidewalk.
You gotta get your hands on the driver. You gotta get your hands on him.
This driver?
No, the other guy.
Wraps around my dick.
I got him.
We need him alive.
That'd be... Alright. Jump up.
We can use him. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Jump up. I'll pull out my rubber gun.
All right. That's for your on the streets, shooting mutoid men and stuff.
Just
Okay.
for fun, just
As you're driving down.
I don't want to do any permanent damage.
No,
I
right.
just want to knock people off from a distance. Alright, yep, so I'm gonna approach. What's the situation with your car?
Your car's fine.
Didn't get touched.
It's kind of like in the middle of the street, but all the cars have stopped because this was just like, holy shit, like what a crazy thing that just happened. So yeah, no, just, I mean, it's New York City in the day, so there's still quite a bit of people, but everything's just kind of in hanging silence at the shop of what just happened, so. You don't see like any suspicious other people in the street, if that's what you're asking. Everything seems normal, apart from this life or death situation, and people screaming like inside of the cafe where the truck just slammed into.
Alright, I'll approach that. Alright.
Okay.
Driver just like chilling.
Like it's a higher suspension truck, and like looking up into there, you can't see him.
I'll get out as well.
Okay. You gonna go follow after your security man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around in all the damage, rubble, see if I find anything related to Manderley, like a button, like a pin, anything of his. If there isn't.
Okay, at the rubble of the cafe.
Yeah, like
Okay.
if there was like a supporter there,
Okay.
who knows what.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's got shit.
Roll an assess.
Okay. He's a 12.
Okay. Yeah. What would be your ideal thing to find?
Ideal thing to find
Well,
would be like a business card.
Oh, at the cafe.
Yeah, in like the rubble.
Manderley's DNA.
Okay. Yep, you find a business card. There was like a little stack of like campaign pamphlets that got knocked off of a table, so.
A couple drops of
Okay.
Manderley's
Yeah.
blood on it.
I'm gonna slip you the business card and say, get it in his pocket.
Okay, you gonna open the truck door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a driver in there?
There's not a driver.
Well, then leave it in the truck.
Yeah, just put it on like,
Like
a
under
seat.
the seat or
Okay, yeah,
something
yeah.
like
I'll
that.
slip in like the.
Someone call 911!
Alright. And benefits from you being like the discoverer of this, and they credit you for bringing the attention to the authorities.
Of course.
And they give medical attention to a few of the people who survived, but there's multiple dead from the.
I'll help with like clearing rubble or
Yeah.
roll
Okay,
my sleeves.
It's a good photo op. for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yep. So this truck, either on auto program or being remotely piloted, narrowly missed colliding with Mr. Wise's campaign van. So
And they found
yes.
a Manderley business card inside of it.
Yeah. Did you plant that?
Yeah.
Yep.
You just have one with you?
I found it in the rubble.
Oh.
Okay. And then
Brilliant.
October 19th, day before our fast forward point.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll and assess.
What stat is that?
Edge.
Shit.
Yes.
6.
Okay.
God, you need more edge. You need more edge.
My weakest thing. I've got bonuses and everything else.
You are at you're at like a restaurant, like for like a small business interview, and Golk's with you. He had the day off. He takes like a sabbatical day every now and then.
Of course he does.
Yeah. He says, smells funny in here.
I don't notice.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about, Cole.
All right. That's okay. He says, I'm waiting for dessert anyway, and so
I mean, what does it smell like?
rotten eggs.
Not good. I was paranoid. I gotta get out. I'm just gonna step outside for a bit. Go.
Okay.
You keep up appearances.
All right.
I'll head for the door.
He resumes talking to Mr. Mendoza, the Mexican restaurant.
Mendoza!
Yeah. Okay. And like the moment you step outside, you see like flame just come out of the windows. Roll d6.
Here we go. 1.
Okay.
Ghosted.
Yes. Yeah.
Go! Go!
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, you'll get the report later that day, but there was a freak gas leak that basically was eventually the air caught fire from like one of the industrial ovens in there and just lit up the inside of the building.
Pizzeria?
No,
No, there's
unrelated restaurant.
Oh,
Because the pizzeria is too secure of a location.
Well, from then on, at press conferences and stuff,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be discussing the multiple attempts on my life, naming Manderley as the most likely
Each
suspect.
time, like
yeah.
who stands to gain from me?
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I'm finally threatening his reign.
Yeah, roll a style with an additional 2.
That is a 10.
Okay. So it's not going to resonate with everyone, but certainly your supporters and even borderline supporters are going to be convinced of your words and that there must be a
They're going to be
connection.
incensed.
Yeah. Okay. Dave the Rain.
Yeah.
Roll one more d6, go.
I'm looking to avenge. Goal.
Yep.
4.
Okay. You get a parcel delivered from the New York City Police Department. It is delivered by a uniformed officer.
Apparently.
I know.
Will, take this out in the middle of the street and open it up. I'm sure it's nothing.
Wow.
It's delivered by a cop.
Yep. He says, that's fine, but can I get your e-signature, Mr. Wise? And he just pulls out a tablet.
That's when it blows up.
It requires his signature authentication. He says, they did insist I have signature of receipt.
What's in this?
He says, it was from Lieutenant O'Brien.
Is he holding the package?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, hold on, let me go to a better light and I'll step like 6 feet away.
Okay.
And then I'll sign Rufus
Okay.
Wise.
Once you finish your signature, he says, thank you. He
Yeah.
walks away.
Okay. Alright, now get out on the street.
I don't want to die. It sounds like you think I'm gonna die by opening
I
it.
think it's a possibility. It's remote.
Don't we have any interns? Ask them to open it.
Intern.
Like any supporters, volunteers?
Well, that's on you. I've given you the package.
Okay, here, I'm
Bring
gonna
it back to me once it's open.
Okay, I'm gonna go delegate. I go looking for
Okay.
looking for
Oh,
some campaign volunteers.
you've got like 9 different ones to choose from at the pizzeria.
Okay, I say here you.
Pick one of the dudes.
I pick one of the dudes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna question that.
All right.
I say here you.
His name's Dwight.
Dwight.
Yeah.
This is a package, and I want you to go stand out near the sidewalk and open it, and then come back.
Well, of course, sir.
Yes, it needs light, I think.
Okay. He says, I see there's like a little switch here. And
Whoa!
What?
What?
he just opens it in front of you. He says, well, I was expecting it to be locked. I was just kind of checking it. Alright, he looks inside. Oh. Kind of mesmerized.
Okay, I'm gonna close that right now,
Alright.
and I'm gonna take a look at it.
Okay. There's a brain inside.
It's
And-
your old brain.
No, it's like on ice.
Holy fuck!
And there's like a USB drive, like in a separate compartment, like set in a little thing.
I take the drive and I close the box, and it's on ice.
The brain's on ice.
Like, you think this is freezer cold or fridge cold?
There's a thermometer inside, and its temperature is set to be at 2 degrees resting Fahrenheit.
Okay, I'm gonna go put this in the freezer,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna find Doug and give him the USB drive. And hey Doug, there was a brain in that box, a human brain, and this USB drive. So I think I'm gonna leave this with you.
From the police department.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here, but
Must be Golk's brain. Must have had some sort of arrangement. I'll plug in the USB drive.
Okay. Basically, there's two folders.
Mm-hmm.
One is an explanation of the biological artifact you received.
Okay.
It is the largely intact cranial region, which was successfully extracted from Golk at the hospital. As per his wishes, he had like this detailed thing they submitted with them, and they say that the technology is pretty much there with the right amount of money. That were you to be interested in, he bequeathed this to you. And they saw to it that it was transported to you after their investigation had closed.
Alright, I mean, that can't be cheap.
Put a brain in a thing that keeps it alive, like a
Well,
body.
no, to like rejuvenate him. That's what he wants.
To be like rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Like body grown about him.
Something like
Put
that,
him in
yeah.
like a cat or something. I don't know.
That's a big brain to put in a...
Yeah,
Put
big
it
brain.
in a dog. Or like a pig.
Well, for now we should make
For now, you
like
just put it on ice.
we should make like a memorial to it in the
Yeah.
pizzeria.
To his brain.
Yeah.
Memorial to Gold's brain.
And just let the ice melt and let it.
Let him die.
This is my friend.
He gave his
I
life
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for gold.
for his nose.
Yeah.
We'll give him an hour. But
You're not in charge of this. I want a memorial built.
Okay.
with whose money?
My money.
Okay, and then the other file is this is more specifically from the lieutenant. It goes into the details about their investigation of the truck attack. It's not like a full copy of their entire police report, but it basically is keeping you appraised of their progress, and that even with or without the business card, they might be able to make some sort of statement that Manderley might have been associated with this activity.
Excellent.
So that would obviously be a big boon for you. So
So we need to leak the information that Manderley is under police investigation.
but without being the ones to leak it.
Right.
Yeah.
So have one of the interns do it.
Drop it off.
Just be an anonymous tip.
Sure. I'll grab the guy that I grabbed before.
You grab Dwight to do it.
Dwight to do it.
All right. Oh yes, sir. I'm ready for another task.
This is the stepping stone to your political career, Dwight.
Yes, that was my hope.
Good. Get the hell out of here.
Do you give him the?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with this?
I call him Gug. What's he supposed to do with this?
Go to the news.
Bring this to the news. But don't tell them you're from us. In fact, pretend to be nobody.
This says I've got a track jacket, and I can. Yeah, trust me, they won't know it's from our campaign.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
Roll d6, Phil.
4.
Okay.
White D always.
Yep. Nope. He comes back and says it's been done.
That's another couple points, boy.
Yep. All right. Raid time.
Yeah.
What did you release?
It's the night of the 20th.
Manderley's under police investigation.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Okay. It's raid time, man. What's our goal here? Just to kill all the mutoids? 6 people to kill 100 billion mutoids?
Well,
How many muties are there?
we don't know. We don't know
Well,
what's in there.
I mean, I'll
It's
help
like
you
another
out.
fucking planet in there.
I mean, I'll help you out and remind you that, like, when you did your night meeting with them at the pizzeria, there was between like 15 to 20 of them. So it's possible they might have, spread the gospel about these apartments, and there could be more.
But they don't have gas masks on.
No,
Most of them are going to be unarmed. And we've got the element of surprise. It's a textbook raid.
Got a Pizza Link 45. You want this thing, Will?
What? The Pizza Link 45? What the hell is it? Does it shoot
just
pizzas?
It's a big old gun.
Okay, I'll take
45
it.
caliber. I want one of the SMGs.
Fine.
Okay. That's a nice low skill weapon. You can just.
And I want a riot shield. SMG.
Oh yeah. Yep. Thomas, I think you did buy all you opted for the riot shield options. So okay, that's good.
So I'm gonna go
Let's pick up the Yankees and
Oh yeah, pick up the Yankee boys.
Okay.
rock and roll.
Yep, you've got enough for six suits.
Pick up 3 hard boys. Put a suit on.
Someone should call one of the news companies and say there's some men in SWAT uniforms gathering around an apartment complex.
You're calling this in?
We want footage of us going into the building
What
and
if they-
But it's
gunshots.
not supposed to be
What if
us,
they call
right?
the police?
The news? Why would they call the police?
Why would they want to get involved in some? Okay, here we go. I'll call.
Do you understand how the news operates?
I call some news stations.
But the police will see the news.
It'll be too
Right,
late.
but the police aren't in charge of SWAT. There's like one guy in charge.
Well,
He's not.
Whoever's in charge of SWAT, he's gonna see the news.
They'll be
Maybe.
confused.
That depends if we assess. If we assess, he might see the news.
They'll be confused.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end. We're gonna kill some mutoids.
Let's go kill some mutants. I call up a couple stations with information,
Anonymously.
anonymous information that Rufus Wise apartment complex is going to be raided.
The
by
Rufus
SWAT.
Wise Memorial, or like
Yeah.
it's
Under
just
assault.
named after him. Wow.
I say you better get over
Seen
here.
some troubled times.
Okay.
Or else you're going to miss the spectacle.
So you say his apartment complex is about to be raided.
Yeah.
Well, you say there's like people in SWAT uniforms gathering around.
Oh,
it.
okay. Like he's some guy looking out the window.
Yeah,
seeing
exactly.
This,
Yeah.
this muster occurring.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how many outlets are you calling there, Will?
You don't want a cavalcade.
Don't want to what?
Just like 1 or 2.
2.
Okay.
One of
Yep.
ones
Well-
I've successfully bribed before.
Yeah, they both seem to appreciate the tip-off, and while they don't really promise you that they're sending a team right away, you get the feeling that there's
They'll
going to be
be there.
some cameras. So.
They'll be there.
Yep.
So we can't park in front of the building
Obviously.
because we don't have a SWAT van. So
White unmarked van, and then SWAT.
we need to just park a couple blocks away, and then they'll just see us like filing around one of the corners and stuff as we pile into the building.
Start shooting.
It'll be badass.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fucking blood.
Got the Pizza Link 45.
Pizza Bling 45.
Pizza Bling.
Who's using that? Are
Because
you?
I am.
Okay. All right. You've got your Yankees. I want like roles for everybody. So, like for your sweeping method, do you have a designated like battering guy, kind of first to like
Oh yeah.
check line of sight in the
One
rooms?
of the Yankees should do that.
We got battery and gunny and
We're probably gonna split up into 2 teams,
Smacko.
red and blue teams.
Yeah, and Team Red for obvious reasons.
Okay. Are you gonna do it straight up, the 3 of you and then the 3 Yankees?
Sure, we'll do it that way to make it
That's
easy.
That's just
Yeah, I
easiest.
suppose, yeah.
Okay. So you guys will have the proper breaching tool.
Yeah.
The Yankees they have one really wide big bat that they'll use for their breaching tool.
Yeah.
It could pass for a battering
Of
ram
course.
in low lighting, so yeah.
There could be some baseball players that entered the.
Well, no, they're dressed like SWAT. Their
Yeah.
battering ram's a little funny
Yeah.
looking.
Let it be known I'm wearing a ski mask. I don't mind SWAT mask.
Underneath your gas mask.
Oh, if I'm fully masked, that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, we're throwing smoke grenades everywhere.
Alright.
There will be not a hallway or a room without
Yeah.
some smoke.
Babies will choke.
Alright,
Oh my god.
so
Why don't we just burn the fucking place down like we're gonna do this?
That's not how
That would
SWAT
destroy the
operates.
building.
Yeah, we're trying to restore this building.
right,
Let's try to
and
fuse
you
it.
know,
This is ground zero
if a
for the
fire-
urban restoration project.
yeah, no, and if a
Not
fire
be fair.
starts and you have like the mutants
Yeah.
fleeing, you know that's actually a lot messier for
Yeah,
your.
you might grow stronger.
We've got Waco all over again. It's just no good.
Waco?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Yankees seem to understand the orders clear enough.
Good. Just reach and clear.
Yep. So
Oh my
you
God.
guys will get the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
You can just walk right in the front door.
Yeah.
That's unlocked.
I mean, if we see some windows, we'll throw a couple.
Oh, any ones that are open that you just lob through?
Lob them in there.
Okay. Well, that'll get you some hallway action.
Yeah. We want him like coming out into the hallways coughing and then
Okay.
just sweep through and clear everything.
Okay. Is anyone wearing like a shoulder cam or anything? Or, I mean, I know this is not the campaign where you recorded everything.
Wait, I don't have any side rise.
I did not.
Okay.
I mean,
I did not
if I
find
can
something
set up my comlink in like a vest pocket, I guess, and film it. Sure.
You want this on camera?
Why not? We can edit it, and it'll be heroic.
We'll
Or
put
it's
in
not
the.
supposed to be you.
Well, it's not going to come from Rufus Wise. I want it from my personal file.
Oh my
Replay
god.
every night.
When did this grudge come about against the mutoids?
They're disgusting. Okay.
Oh my god.
So,
Only really shoot mutoids unless some drugged up prostitute charges at you or something. Self-defense, of
Okay.
course.
You are allowing for the possibility that there's still non-mutoids that dwell here. Okay.
I mean, they might be kept as like rape
Slaves of some
who knows
sort.
what.
Yeah. Okay. Prisoners.
Mutoids, man.
They are a big
good.
big problem in New York City.
yeah. Manderly just loves him. He's got his secret mutoid family.
Okay. So we're just gonna say there's gonna basically be like a few little like more difficult parts of the raid, but for the most part, you guys are cruising, doing the business. You have overwhelming advantage. Even standard riot suit helmets have like basically like a built-in night vision, and like so your vision's very clear.
Alright.
These are not thermal enabled helmets; those were a bit more expensive, but still you are at an advantage. However, we'll say about a third of the way into the raid. From one of so the carnage has been going on for a while. You're sweeping room to room, and there is a concerted effort out of like one of the rooms you're coming up to where you've got basically two mutoids rushing at you with machetes, and they were probably communicating with comms from somebody that was either in a room that you didn't spot him, or he just managed to endure the smoke, and he's like behind the three of you with a shotgun. So, what's your strategy for this situation? You've got two melee threats that are about to charge you from the front or beginning a charge, and then one guy with a ranged weapon who's behind you. And blue team is just kind of on further away from the building. They're not really involved in this.
My goal is to just get in a corner with the riot shield.
Okay.
Just like Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the Machete Boys.
I'm gonna drop. Try to
Drop shot.
drop and turn around. Try to shoot
Oh, okay.
and shotgun me. I should never have put that kid.
What were you thinking?
It's because I started touching my eye and now I can't stop.
And the more you touch it, it's definitely going to get worse.
Yep.
You should wash your hands.
What's your problem?
I should go wash my body.
Well, yeah, do that.
I'll do that.
Because you're going to have a weeping eye at this rate. So, Gug, let's get an act under pressure from you.
It's been a long time. Act under pressure. Yep. Pretty close.
I'm pretty much going to allow what you're doing is extremely defensive. So your
Yes.
decision's not going
There's
to be
no offensive.
no, your decision's not going to be that tough.
No.
It'll just be this. The way that you're in like this kind of hallway setup, you're gonna have to profile to be a bit more vulnerable to either the machete or the shotgun. Which one do you choose?
I would prefer to be more vulnerable to the machete.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying because you're against a wall and you're gonna have to turn.
I will trust him to protect me from them.
Okay, no, that's all I need to know. And then Thomas will wait for Phil to get back for the violence.
Here I am.
Okay, so Phil, you are blasting who?
The man with the shotgun.
Okay,
I
with your pistol, you're just gonna
I drop to the ground and then shoot him.
just gonna mix it up.
Mixing it up. Great. 5.
Okay, Thomas, you're dealing with the machete guys.
Alright, I'm gonna mow him down with my
There's an unhindered shotgun guy behind you.
target. Sweet. Unfortunately.
So you're shotgunning them in the legs.
Oh no,
Oh, just
I want to hit him.
okay. All
I
right.
got that automatic
Right.
thing. Yeah, that's me. 9.
Okay. You know the drill.
You know,
I'll take harm and an ally will take harm.
Okay.
you know the drill.
Yep, I know. It's all very much. You guys are set at a certain time. Okay, I just have to picture out this scene. So I picture the three of you kind of like walking in formation down the hallway. You've all got your riot shields, your guns. This situation happens. Gug just immediately kind of gets up into the wall and gets his shield.
Meld with the wall.
When the going gets tough, Gug hard.
Yeah, it's that SMG.
Gotta protect myself.
Phil just kind of whips around, just starts going, just shooting all over the place, anywhere but where the shotgun guy is. And he clips Gug in the shoulder. So he's gonna get shot. Thomas, you mow down the machete guys. Basically, as one was stumbling towards you, yeah, actually, it's like one of your shotgun pellets, like, reflects from, like, the blade, like, the flat of his blade as he was turning it. So just all of a sudden you get a little, like, splashback. So that's you taking your harm. That won't be too bad. Phil left the shotgun guy unresolved. And we actually say that that's just Gug taking the harm. That I'm bundling that in from yours.
How much harm and or what's the armor?
Okay, you're just gonna take one, but it's a harm move. You are armored, so this will just be the harm move for you.
So no harm, just
Yeah, right.
harm
Your
move.
your armor is gonna shrug off that. Gug, what kind of pistol? You're using the pizza gun, Phil?
Pizza gun.
Okay, so that has a 2 base harm. So Gug, your armor value is 2, but you still have to roll the harm move. And your armor is at like 50% durability after taking it. Okay, so you're fine.
Got a 7.
What happens when you hide and get hurt?
Okay, we'll say that you lose your footing from that. So
here to shoot
like
unarmed
it doesn't
people.
damage you, but it kind of, you're like, oh, like so you drop to 1 knee, we'll say. But you did kill them.
I'm expecting them to shoot back.
All right, and Phil, the guy, just blasts you.
You're dead.
100
Five
Alright,
harm.
that's he's got like a pump action, so that's a 4 harm.
Oh my god.
But you have 2
I
armor.
have 2 armor.
So, but you do the move.
What's the worst that could happen?
You die.
Here. Base 4
You're done.
or base 2, so
To become happy.
total 4 so far. There's no way that this is gonna get to
Unless
5.
you get a 6.
No. Well, that's 7.
Okay.
But that is
So
still.
you guys are both like just getting the drop on you.
Just on our knees. Waiting for more.
Okay. Well,
Choose one.
yes, I will choose for you. I chose Thomas losing his footwork, or his footing for you.
Please, you great man.
That's not bad. I like that. Like, your instinct to just like cradle your wounded chest, like it just so your gun falls to the ground.
Okay.
All right, new round. What do you all want to do? You've got this guy who's this mutoid.
I'm gonna tackle him.
Return fire.
Oh my god, the tackle.
I will sort of just have my hand out from the shield and I'll shoot at the machete boys.
Oh, they're done.
Both of them?
Yep.
Oh, you took care of
Because he's got the auto shotgun in a confined hallway. I treated
All
his
right,
success as just
Then it's the shotgun guy.
Okay.
While they're wrestling, I'll just
Okay.
I do have targeting
and pray.
suite, so
Yep.
I don't.
Gug's gonna get his. You can do your mix it up first.
Good.
Just straight up.
Mix it up.
And
Okay. He's rendered both of your rolls unnecessary. You just. And then just. He's done. So you riddle the guy with bullets. You got your action in, Gug. It's been a while since you've squeezed the trigger and ended a mutoid's life. So yep.
I haven't squeezed the trigger since
Big
Marco.
Marco. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was back when you were strong, Doug.
just keep
Thanks, Phil.
rolling, keep it rolling.
Yeah, we gotta clear this place out.
They're apparently armed.
Not for long. We're gonna remove their arms.
Yeah, go to the nearest door.
Nearest door is just down. I mean, it's just right down the
keep
hallway.
clearing.
So. Okay. You guys breach pretty much your whole half of the building from there with resounding success. Just taking unawares, these cowering or vengeful and aggressive mutoids, but that was definitely the most dangerous situation where they actually had the presence of mind to kind of to prepare a little ambush. But as you're finishing up, you get a radio static from Blue Team saying, "We need backup! Second floor under the hall!
Oh no.
We're pinned down!"
It's like Vietnam, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
We can shoot from underneath.
You'd have to know where I'm saying.
Gas. We could bring the whole hallway down by just.
I mean,
That would solve the problem.
I pick up my pizza blade 200 or whatever. 85.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head over to where they specified, and apparently they've been trapped in one of like the apartment rooms because you don't see them in the hallway, but you see kind of like one mutoid or like the shadow of a mutoid like on the inside doorway of one of the rooms at the end of the hall.
I'll shoot through the walls.
Just do a nice like.
Yeah, he's got to be paper thin.
They're definitely not sturdy. What do you got? Are you guys gonna like rush in afterwards, or what's your plan of attack?
Phil is dying.
I got you.
I'm only dying piece by piece.
Nice.
Yeah, you know what? I'll TRX back. I'm gonna poke my head in, poke my gun in my body. Basically, I'll just be right behind TR.
Okay.
Ready to fire.
Okay. Gug, give me a mix it up. -1.
That's bad. 3.
Okay. Just no. I mean, you don't. It's nothing that bad. But you fire blindly. Well, not blindly. You fire at the approximate room that you saw the action in.
Mm-hmm.
You hear like vague screaming from inside, and you have no idea the results of your action.
Got him.
Granny's in there
She
somehow.
went back in. She was doing some night work.
She forgot her favorite bong or something, and had to go back.
Well, go check it out.
I'll breach.
I'll reach behind him.
Okay. As you go in there, you see another 3 mutoid pack. One of them's been hit in the shoulder. Two of the Yankees are dead. You see like one guy who's like, you just see like this shaky like hold out pistol from behind like a table that's in the corner of the room, and the mutoid just kind of turn and see you guys enter. So you've got one holding two machetes, one with like this huge magnum pistol, and one with like a slightly larger SMG, so like kind of like a UMP or something like that. So, okay.
What's their position?
They're like the one with the dual machetes look like he's about ready to charge at the guy behind the desk. So he's kind of taking an advanced position, like leaning against one of the sofas. He's deepest into the room. There's one basically kind of on the end of the sofa closer to the entrance, so he's a little bit closer to him. That's the one with the big pistol. And then the one right like by the doorway who got tagged in the shoulder from Gug's blasting is the one holding the large SMG. They're almost in a straight line, but it's kind of like if this is like the doorway looking in, the SMG guy is here, and you've got like a couch too in there, and then way at the back of the unit is where the Yankees cowering at the table.
I guess I'll go for the closest one.
Okay. Phil, you gonna choose the target?
I will shoot the farthest one.
Gug, you're still kind of reloading from your quick spray, so. Okay, so you're gonna blast the dual machete guy.
Yeah.
Alright, mix it up for both of you. You're gonna add an additional +1. You got the drop.
Don't even need it. 11.
I take harm and ally.
Right, who got the 11?
I did.
Okay, so you surprise the machete guy and cap him in the head with your pizza gun. So you see like reddish, see like reddish green blood come out of his big like his head that's like got like this like cone tumor at the top, and it just explodes all violently. So he goes down. Thomas, do you do your natural 2 for your pick 2?
So, yep. I'll do some harm.
Okay. Well, you blast him with the shotgun. He dies, but like his fingers like still on the trigger. So he's like as he goes down. So both you and Gug get tagged by the SMG's fire. So that's 2 harm. Gug, your armor is still applied here, but it has been rendered like to compromise. That there's no guarantee that you take another harm.
Alright.
And Thomas, same to you, 2 harm. And have you taken harm yet? I don't think you have.
You did
I
take
did.
harm
I
earlier.
did once.
Okay, yours is about at the same condition, so
Okay.
you have to do the harm move, but your armor potentially can absorb everything.
Got a 9.
Me too.
Okay.
This is the knockout, boys. Get knocked out. Oh wait, no, it's
So
not. that bad.
9's, you're still okay.
Everyone in the group just goes unconscious.
Silent. Just the one Yankee
Alright,
that one
makes it out.
Yankee boy.
There's going to be, basically for these kind of vague middle result die, there's going to be a couple mutoids that escape the building for both of your stumbles there. So,
Track of something.
I mean, you know, who knows? They might be so terrified by this raid that it might come to nothing. But you will have to live with the fact that, well, you'll have a very high body count. Those 2 guys escape, and you guys all have the 1 Magnum mutoid. He is the final boss, the last one left in the apartments.
Magnus.
But he has not been harmed yet, and you all must contend with him. So
It's all gang up on him.
I think it's better if I don't shoot.
just kind of hold position out there. Get your shield up. Get your shield
Are you
up.
just here to like
Get my
enjoy other people
Hey,
killing
he
your
killed-
mutoids?
I killed a few.
Yeah, I mean, he killed 1 in the big battle, but then some nice other sloppy,
I killed
easy
some children.
freaking-
That's how he gets off, just like killing mutoids
And I
in
got
the dark.
footage of it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll take
Gug
a
is
shot.
way worse than I thought.
That's why I want to put him in the sewer. They're gonna just sort of hunt him at my leisure.
Oh my god. It all comes out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start running at this mutoid, gun firing.
I'd like to shoot.
Okay. So you guys are both shooting.
Yes.
Okay, but you like the idea of like running towards him. Okay.
Or I shoot him up.
Okay. Both just your normal mix. Well, I'm gonna give you initiative first, Phil, because you're running.
Yeah, my bolts go faster.
Yeah, they do, because you're giving them momentum.
That works, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Okay, Thomas, you're gonna need to roll.
Wow. I have my shield up. That's all I care about.
Okay,
So you're getting hard.
Thomas, what are your picks?
Totally.
This could be bad because this is the Magnum guy.
Headshot.
All the fill. Hit me, Tom. Hit me.
Alright, now it takes time.
Okay.
I shouldn't have run at him. I shouldn't have run at him.
If I take harm, I lose something of value. Whatever. I'll take harm. I don't want Phil to be doing it. Maybe use a double headshot on this. Goes through your head.
Ouch.
Alright, so harm for you, harm for Phil?
Yep.
Okay.
Hurt me.
Phil gets hit by the Magnum blast. And
Point blank.
yeah.
Execution.
Both
We're
guns.
gonna say it hits you like right here. So fortunately it didn't hit you in the heart.
Sure.
But that is of equal power to the shotgun, so that's a 4.
Okay.
Is this the third time you've been hit?
Second time.
Okay. Your armor will count as a 1 against,
Okay. So that's fine.
and now that it will be usable. So
Now I'll roll the harm.
okay.
I don't think there's anything bad that can come.
3 harm.
4 minus 1 is 3.
Yep.
I still got health.
You're done.
I'm never coming on a mission with you. This is
This is the last mission.
This is
yeah.
just a blood.
Well, you guys
this
have
is
to go to Albany.
This is just
Just
blood
go pick
sport
up a
for
chick.
you.
Yeah.
I never should have come here.
You don't know that.
Oh, that's
was pretty
low.
good.
Yeah. So that was 7.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say. I'm just gonna say the unique result. The pizza emblem on the handle's been damaged, so you're gonna have to get it repaired if you want it to be the pizza pistol. All right, Thomas. When he gets blasted, he's got 1 shot in the chamber left. He's just like, oh, and a round hits you in the leg. What kind? You're using the pizza pistol, Phil? So
Yeah.
that all right, 2 harm to you, Thomas. And did I say your armor's busted, or is it still? Is this your second? Yeah,
It's
so
the third shot.
right. So all of you kind of like perfectly used up your armor. It was well divided. So it'll do apply as 1. So you have a 1 harm to roll. You guys, it's a good thing you had that armor. You guys all probably would have been dead. With a, ooh, you might lose something.
Ow.
My God.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I mean, if you go unconscious now, that's not too bad.
It is a little bad.
I could get trapped.
That's true.
Get trapped.
It's trapped. It's got me good.
I could
Use
just
the
take
summer
1
word.
additional my brain damage you. That'd be kind of funny.
Hilarious.
But I'm just gonna take
Decaying anyhow.
1 extra harm.
coherence.
I mean, we're not out of this though.
Alright, I'll take the extra harm.
We did just illegally slaughter dozens of people.
What's our escape plan?
We just walk out the back door. We have to call this in though.
So what did you pick?
Extra harm.
Okay. And you're not at 0? Okay. You've cleared the building. There were like 4 or 5 like human trafficking type people that you did not kill, and they managed to like flee. So it was a overall a very successful sweep.
Good.
And the new you can see the news teams, they're pulling up outside.
All
The
right.
authorities are also probably on the way.
Yeah, I would assume
From
so.
all the gunfire. Yep.
So let's
What are we
slip
gonna-
out the back and
What
head
are
to
we
the
gonna do
bank.
about our baseball man?
Oh yeah, so one of them survived.
Yep. He crawls behind the desk. He's unharmed.
We're just gonna strip the SWAT gear off of the 2 dead ones.
Okay.
Let's move quick.
The guy offers to help you with that in gratitude for
You
saving.
better.
Yep. Okay. All right. They're like coming up like the opposite stairs as you guys finish up, so you'll have to go
Gotta
down.
run down and-
You have to go down yours.
It's pretty oceans.
Yep. Okay. And the raid is complete.
Nice.
I'll give you guys the clean getaway. Okay.
That's the motion for him to do that.
Yep.
I have him on. I've trained. I've trained him to do that. He has to meow and lick his ass.
All right, that was good. Stop it. It's not you. It's my thing. It's not your thing. You can train your dog to lick his ass when you clap. That's what you want.
Gotta chop his balls off, man.
Alright, well now we can begin restoring the mutual after the investigation's done. And eventually we can get Big Marco's house after that investigation's done.
Yep.
And we were originally going to take over that pizzeria after the investigation was done.
Just waiting on all that police tape to go away. That's the story of my life.
Just wait for
I'm gonna try to contact Lieutenant O'Brien and be like, hey, how do I expedite this
Well,
stuff?
once you're mayor, you can just reassign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you'll be
all.
like,
Well, once
case
I'm mayor-
closed. Case closed.
Yeah.
Case closed. You're like, I've solved 3 cold
yeah.
cases in my first 10 minutes. No,
Right.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of witch hunts.
Cold cases.
Yeah.
Like
It's like we need our cops doing more
Real
important
work, yeah.
things. Okay. Nice. Alright. Well, you guys all will rest that night. I'm just gonna assume all the same sleeping arrangements as normal.
Mm-hmm.
So you two can both recover too. Thomas.
I didn't take anything.
Oh, okay.
You motherfucker.
Thomas, you can recover 1 each night.
How many
For-
nights do you sleep?
Well, just 1 so far.
Yeah, you gotta go up to Albany.
Yeah. It's time.
Got some
the raid
work
has
to
happened. Yeah.
Alright, I'll wear my nice suit for this because I want to use it.
You wanna be diplomatic.
Yeah, we can go in our matching nice suits. We can go in our suits and our sunglasses. We can go S&S here.
That's nice.
Suits and sunglasses.
Perfect.
It's a classic look.
Yeah, we can pick up those suits, put on some
Classic
shades.
boys.
That's right.
Oh, double B.
Do these numbers right. Just a sec.
You got numbers.
I do.
Got them.
I got numbers.
Got numbers.
78. Yep, okay. So that goes down 1. That goes up 2. Okay, yep. Alright, October 21st. Poll numbers 44% Manderley, 35% Wise, 23% Llewellyn. You're within 9%.
Oh my god. Now we have to kill him.
No.
No. You're gonna win this
This
fair.
This is a legitimate
Not a kill.
campaign.
Yep.
I mean in the polls.
Right. Yeah, that'll happen.
And then physically in life.
Okay. You guys drive up to Albany?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
I'll be
Thomas, you're probably looking a little rough still. How many
I
heart?
actually only have 1 additional heart.
Oh, okay, so you're at 2. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying. Okay, that's not bad.
I tell
It's
Tom-
bad, but you've been through worse, much worse.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys bringing with you on a road trip? I need weapons,
Guns,
equipment.
chains.
I'm bringing
So just shoved everything in the trunk.
I don't know,
I've
or
got
what
those.
car are we in?
Another good question. I'd like to know.
Hyperbaric.
we'll take my vehicle.
What do you got room for? You got room for this? We got guns, we got dust.
I don't have a whole lot of space.
Got handcuffs just in case.
It's a bit cramped. I mean, there's a little bit of a trunk.
Handcuffs, ski mask.
I mean, I'm gonna be sitting in the back, and you'll be pretending to be driver. So, should be safe.
Oh, I've got a strange broken device.
I'll be using the peep.
Yeah.
I forgot where that came from.
That came from the suits that you defeated last session. The
Where?
suits attacked you at the apartments,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
and one of them was carrying that. It's like a handheld device that's been damaged.
Maybe I'll show it to Greg one day.
Mm-hmm. Show it to Golf one day when he's repaired. Yep.
He's back at Tech Shack.
Gold is part of the urban restoration project.
Nice.
Bring back going.
Okay. So you're coming in hot with all the criminal stuff in your car.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Stuffed.
Phil, just don't roll snake eyes, and there won't be any complications. But otherwise, there will be a police car that pulls you over.
you do best.
Wait, what? Just roll my cool? Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
basically, just the fact that you have this, there is a chance that you get.
Oh no, it's like 12.
Okay. Alright, you're at a small freestanding house in a mid-level neighborhood. This is the address.
She
of
gave
the
me she gave me the com as well as the
She did.
I like sent a text message.
I see you. I see you, Cindy.
I see you, Bear.
Hey, I see you.
How horrific was that?
Pop into the window. I see you. That was fun. Yeah, what's our
Yeah, see, I think
what's the
there's-
soft method here?
I don't want to barge into the house because the man might get up. So I'm gonna just send a message and say, got your info from Val. I think you might want to lay low for a while. We need to talk.
Okay.
I'm outside.
Okay. You get the little pop-up that shows she read your message. She's calling your comm.
Okay, I'll answer.
Okay. She says, well, decided to call you back because you said you were from Val. But I really don't like weird, vague sounding threats like that. So do you care to explain?
Yeah, sure. So,
Hey, come back for you.
This transformation.
He knows he can kill you.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the more you're around them, the less terrible it is.
Sure.
The problem is he only shows up once in a blue moon. So it's mostly
Well, tonight's there's been a lot of blue moons.
Yep.
Like a sky full of blue moons tonight.
alright, let's see what I see. It's the,
tend to be somebody sent to protect them. Like, oh, yes.
That's what he is.
Yeah, we are.
So there's no pretending.
oh yeah, I can
Just
just
play it
explain the
straight.
situation.
Yeah.
I'll play it
Well,
straight.
that means
I'll
not
play
for-
hardball.
Not for her own good. Not for her own good though. It's for your own good. Like so, he's not.
Well, in the end, it's also for her own
I
good.
say so. It's like I have news. A photo of you and Manderley is about to be released as part of this campaign for.
Oh,
And thought it best to
Protect
you
them.
know
I'm
let you
definitely
know. I'm here to. If you need help, I'm actually I work security, so I'm
P.S. Manderley didn't
So
send us.
I'd like to take it back to the city just until this blows over.
Okay. There's like some silence and hesitating, like false starts on the other end of the line as she's like collecting herself after what you just told her. Says, oh, shit, well I signed an NDA with that Manderley guy, and God, the only person I know who has that fucking photo is Big Marco. Like, why is he getting involved in this all of a sudden?
Hard to say. I'm no politician.
So, you're offering me protection?
Yes.
She says, okay, so are you gonna set up a team here, or?
You know,
Bring
it's
you
gonna be
closer to New York City. Just-
It's funny actually.
How do I know you don't work?
If we can find her here, Manderly can find
Let's see.
her. Also offer her money.
What?
Didn't we? Sweeten the pot. You gotta come for both things.
That wouldn't make any sense.
I'll just say,
We should have researched whoever she's saying.
if I can find you here, Manderly can find you here. So I feel like we need to get you a new place of residence. Maybe a hotel,
Maybe your Pizza
a
Hut.
new name.
She says,
you know?
well, if it's not a crap hotel and you pay for the however many nights you think I need to stay there, I'm game.
All right, I'll find a nice hotel somewhere between here and New York.
She says, okay, I can live with that. Can I have some idea of who you're working for? I mean, I know that there's pretty much it's a 3-candidate race. You know, I just unlisted comm. I'd like a little bit more to go off of, even though you know.
Well, I guess I see no harm in telling you the truth here.
Offer some
Yeah.
threats. Threaten whoever she's living with.
I work for Rufus Wise.
Okay. Roll.
Style on it. Stop.
6.
Okay. It says, and what if I just want to take my chances? She says, you can see where being involved with one politician has led me.
Well, you'll
Get paid well.
it's it's up to you, of course, but
Money unlocks all the. So is that.
this is a different scenario. You know, you're never going to be seen with Rufus Wise. You know, you're not really working with him. This is just a courtesy because we know there might be some collateral damage here with what's about to happen, and we don't want anything to happen to you.
And there's nothing going to stop him from sending out this information. You're telling me this going out one way or another?
It's already been sent.
Checks in the mail.
Checks in the mail.
Alright. Roll one more time with an additional +1. You helped kind of her see the big picture a bit better.
There we go. 8.
Okay.
Actually 9.
Right. She says, and you pay for my hotel.
Yes.
Okay, she
That's a good
says,
one.
give me 20 minutes to pack up and then I'll come out to your car.
What was that?
She just wants 20 minutes to pack up a few things. Then
Just
she'll
say
come.
sorry.
Yeah.
Fly right now.
Who's this?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm just picking up somebody. I don't even know who you are. Gotta make promises to you about hotels.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she comes out to your vehicle, and she says, "Oh, you must have been the one I was talking to."
Yep.
Okay. So it's in Phil's car.
Yeah, I'm not visible.
Oh yeah, you're.
He's drooling in the
Right,
back
he's in the
seat.
back. Okay, so she says, "Well, I guess I take the. You're probably in the driver's
He
seat
has to be in the
though.
driver's seat.
Okay.
I also
Well,
have manual mode gauge, so you'll have to drive.
I
Okay.
actually have to drive. What are you even doing back there?
He's just drooling.
It's Yoda's pleasure center. Back
Just get my hyperbaric
yeah,
oxygen
that's
tank.
right. Whenever you're not driving or in public, you're hooked up to that. Okay.
She can't know about my existence.
She can't know about it. All right. So she gets in the car. Do you look for like a hotel, like kind of like on the outskirts of the interstate by NYC or something?
Yeah.
Okay. They've got plenty. That's like part of their big market is the ones that are just outside of the noise and constant, you know, like electric humming and bright lights of the city. So, okay, how much How many days are you going to pay for up front?
How many days till the election?
Let's see. It is the 22nd. It's the day after your raid. So you've got about 14 days, 2 weeks.
It must be done.
Depends how much do they cost.
It must be done.
Is there a bulk deal?
It's like 120 a night is what it averages to.
Let's see what I can afford. I'll do all 2 weeks. Like 2900.
There you go.
Hold on, 120. That's 14.
Yep.
It's all true.
There you go.
That's a lot.
It's a big deal to her.
14.
She's living off of this non-disclosure agreement. That's how she's making her money. So
You said it was 14 days? 2
Yep.
hours or something?
2 hours.
No, not that. You just said 14 days.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just start with 2 weeks. That's roughly.
Okay. All right. When she sees that you're good for your word, she says, "All right, cool." She's like, "Change my hair up a bit, and I'll be at the pool most of the time during the day."
Sounds good.
You've
If anyone
got-
asks, you're
Oh, I'll think of something else.
Shindy Cargo.
No.
If you insist.
I'll let you think about it.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right. All right. So
It's
you.
like the most made up name.
So you guys got your ducks in a row for the end game
Yeah.
of the campaign. You've deposited Cindy at a hotel. You're ready to drop the footage. You should have no major altercations unless there's any last-ditch assassination attempts. But yeah, I think we're gonna see election day next session and see if all the long planning and very colorful array of activities have gone on. That's been enough to get Rufus to the top
You
spot.
still gotta get the buses to
Yeah,
drive
yeah.
the
So
motors
next
into the ocean.
next session we're revealing a smutty photo, filling up some buses, and then going to the polls.
Good stuff.
All right, cool. So this will be the last time experience, so it'll be relevant. What do you guys? Just tell me what you're all at for your next advance.
I need 3.
I need 3 to hit my next advance.
Well, Thomas must have leapfrogged from
I think
some
you
way.
must
I don't
have.
know what happened.
How many
to
times
them.
you advance, Tom?
4.
Okay, that would
That's
be why.
41 total.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you all 7. Thomas, did you hit both of your personal things?
It's just 1.
Okay. So Thomas, you're just gonna have to be content with what abilities you have as a battered man.
That's okay. If I got to 5, if that's 50, I think I'd be retiring.
Okay.
So if they're only
So yeah, you guys are at like your penultimate. Yeah, so it's a good spot for you guys for the final. So. All right. So we're going into the 23rd. Will be where we pick up.
Alrighty.
Tribe never gets put in front of the mission.
No, they're really,
Not a long
but
time.
they've been very useful to you, providing kind of your auxiliary services, arms dealing,
I
running a website.
can no longer put my responsibility to go ahead of the mission.
No, you in fact did the opposite. Like you should have told him, "Go get out of here.
Get out of here,
I'm
go.
gonna stay here.
I'll check it
I'm
out."
gonna be- Oh, it wasn't worth 1 experience point.
No. I could have taken him with, I guess, but he needed to
but
keep
that,
up appearances.
you know, if he went with you too, Mr. Mendoza would have
Oh,
panicked, and then
yeah.
it could have things could have went sideways. So yeah,
Sorry, Gold.
Necessary sacrifice.
yeah.